What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Just getting out, see how this shard's performing. There we go. YouTube's finally refreshed. Taking its sweet ass time. There we are. Hope everybody's having a good hump day, you know? Wednesday, middle of the week. Bear with me, I'm still getting my life together here. Ended up staying up way too freaking late last night. That's what happens when I lose my adult, you know. She's off gallivanting around Disney with her father, having a great time, which means that I can play all-nighters. No. Alright, let me just make sure that my back end here is good. Don't need any of these tags. It looks like it imported an old thumbnail, which makes no sense. 1 second. Cargo hauling. What's up, Hazard Shield? Hakun, how you doing, guys? Move my phone out of the way so I can see the chat. Looks fine. Let me get rid of that thumbnail real quick, because that is misleading. That is not what we're doing. Can't just remove it? Come on. Alright. You know what? This is less misleading, so I'll just change it to that one. Alright. Let's go live chat. We'll pop that out. I wasn't sure I was going to make it to the live stream today. I was a zombie up until about 11, about an hour ago. Oof. I'll close out of that. Move this over. There we are. Early dinner so I could catch the very beginning this time. I'm fat now. Let's go. Sounds good. What's up, Blue Dragon? How you doing? Let's get our hauling ship claimed over here. That's an interesting little party. NPCs are doing their thing. Is this the thing that people talk about with like Astro Armada? How the NPCs block the door and you can't get in? I've never seen that there, but maybe this is the chaos that people are talking about. Maybe I can help them out. If I can just open this for them.
I had the best hand of trigger I've ever had last week. Could not believe it. One
Something like that?
after
Okay.
another. It was beautiful.
Is this a door I can even open? There we go. Get out of here, you lot. Oh, now you don't want to... Whatever, I tried. I did what I could. You on the latest hotfix? Yeah, I did have to update both the launcher and the game when I came in, so... That must be... And Astro Armada doors don't have a manual open button. Ah, okay. That's fair. That's fair. I can see how that would be a problem. I've been very lucky to not have encountered that myself. And we got all kinds of NPCs walking around looking all player-like. Oh, I guess also, since there's another update, I need to see if I even still have the ship. I do. Oh shit, we do. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and claim it.
Your insurance claim has... Thank you.
So that'll take a sec. I know our adventures got a little crazy last time. Ended up losing a lot of good stuff. But, okay, we do have our custodian. We got a max lift tractor beam. We got drinks here. So we might be alright. I'll bring a couple of drums along with us. I always want to call them magazines. Kind of magazines. Sort of. Not really. Bring some extra ammo just to have. Bring some drinks with us. I'll throw a flashlight on my other gun. Wait, why not? Why are we being weird? There we go. I think we're fine there. I'll probably go buy a couple of sights while we're waiting on the ship. We don't have our multi-tools hooked up. Oh, that's an orbit multi-tool. There we go. Get a little medical piece on that. And that's it. Got a couple of prison outfits here. What is this? Shimmer? Oh, shield gen. And some extra med pens. A lot of these things are being frustrating right now. There we go. Poorest man in the verse. Wait, what happened? How poor am I? Not quite, because we had 191 AUEC. I do remember that. What's up, Citizen Khalid? How you doing? All right. Got to get my own Ruse Go-Go juice going, because I was cheating on Star Citizen with another game last night that is absolutely incredible. And I'm not gonna lie, there's a large part of me that was like, I really just want to stream Windrose. But I wouldn't do that to you guys. At least not without some warning. Not with some heads up. I'm not gonna yank out a Star Citizen stream just because I want to go be another pirate. Need to do some salvage so I can unlock the whole sea salvage. Oh yeah. And what is that? That's an unverified pathing, right? On the salvage chain? Could earn some money by doing the whole sea salvage mission. Ah, no, it's a hauling day. I wanna lay back and do some hauling. Spacing out. Top floor? Yes, this way. Do you guys still haven't crafted anything despite day 3 of trying? Shoot. Is there anything kind of blocking your progress, or is it more so you're just getting caught up doing some other stuff? I'm curious. What's up, TK? Is it true a mineral quality and crafting stats will both get reset in 4.8? As far as I know, that is just rumors. Like, there's so many rumors that run around. I wouldn't bank on it. Is it possible? Yeah. I just wouldn't put too much merit in it. Yeah, I'm a bonehead. That's fair. I can't judge you there. I'm not far off. Oh, I try to keep my brain in check here today. What was I just in here to freaking do? I think maybe it was, oh, shit. I just have a full-ass SRT here now. Wow, yeah, we can't get that. No, alright, hang on. Before I get sidetracked. What's up, Gonan? How you doing? Something on my person. Something about my character. I think I'm fine. It's not too often I'm in Morozov gear. Oh, I need to go to the medical area to grab some, what are they called? Refills. Little white refills for my multi-tool. Don't you spam my wallet. You leave my wallet alone. I'll be okay. You stay out of my wallet. Doing well, how are you today? I'm doing pretty good. Just trying to wake up. I was no shit up until 4:35 in the morning playing Windrose. So then I took a power nap until about 9. And then I was not awake enough, so I went back to sleep. And then it was 10:45, and I went, fuck. I gotta stream soon. And then took care of the dogs, get them some food, started to get my butt up and kind of functioning a little bit better. Got my energy drink here, got some high chews, and a whole lot of willpower. 4:30 is when I woke up for work. There you go. Yeah, I'm usually, you know, in bed by 20:30, up at 4:30, but yeah, Windrose is out, and it kind of took over my evening, my whole day yesterday. What am I even kidding? I was playing that game all freaking day. Is it just these ones? Pharmacy shop, there it is. That's what I want. Just a couple of these. Not many. I can afford a couple of these pens. Let's go. Still do a little reset. All right. I'm breaking from Messi until free fly is over by playing Star Rupture. Oh no, are we in a free fly? Damn it.
Welcome.
Oh man, how's performance been since Monday? Monday was rough. God, I mean, I lost track of how many times I tried getting through the damn wormhole before all the other shenanigans took over. Alright, we are going to do the store trick because we don't want Chris Roberts to eat our shit. There we go. What's up, Cybersec Dad Nerd? How you doing? You got a second whole C apparently. Oh yeah, I've had a second whole C for a long time. Back when we were more in the mindset of there being wipes, I bought a second one just in case I lost my first because I'm all in game on my whole C. I don't have a pledge for it. let's check our components on the whole B before we get out of here. Should be the same. We're just gonna be chilling around Stanton, doing some haul on a bit more of a laid-back day. Yeah, we got all of our goodies. All of our components are good. Even got our tractor beams. Yeah, I'm gonna use the tractor beams today too. I'm not gonna complain about them.
To the ASOP vehicle
Haven't we been in free fly since the 9th? I have no idea. I don't really keep track of that very well. It's based on seeing comments, honestly, from you guys, where I'm like, oh shit, there's a free fly. There is a tech preview out again, but I still have had no luck being able to get into it. And also Windrose. You know, really bad timing tech preview. Doing hauling contracts? Yep, that's right, Shin. Once we get out of here safely, we're going to probably head toward Cruel 1, see what kind of master contracts are over there. Since the start of 4.7.1. Damn, really? I have 2 complaints with the whole B. Needs a large hangar, and the tractor beams are in the worst position possible. Really? You think so? I don't think it needs a large hangar. I mean, it's kind of comically small. Extended, it actually fits the medium hangar really well. But I'm curious, what do you think about it in that sense? Like, why does it need a large? What's up, Eagle? How you doing? Another stream cut. Alright, let's get over here. We had this thing longer than I expected, actually. And frankly, for me, the tractor beam placement's pretty decent. I like that you can see the whole grid. I like how they move. It's way more functional than the other ships in its weight class, or its cargo class, because it's it's punching up pretty big when it comes to its cargo capacity versus its weight. Would love for it to be a large, or they could just upgrade the elevator size of a medium. So what's the problem then, guys? I'm hearing that, but what is it exactly? Like, what about the medium hangar is making you go, this sucks, or whatever the case? I'm curious, because I haven't run into that problem yet. Oh, here we go. Ball plan. Hangar needs to have the elevators more central. It sucks to unload half of the whole B in the hangar. Ah! There we go. Okay. Elevator can't hold 512 SCU. Really? The medium hangars, or medium elevator, is that small? No, I used to say the number on it. I thought it was like 800 and something SCU. Or is that large? Yeah, I mean, no, that's a valid complaint. That's a valid complaint. So... there we go. That's why I was asking.
Hello. How can I help you today?
I think it says the number. It's hard to read on that hangar. Yeah. I do agree, though, with Ballplane, that it would make a lot more sense if the hangars were more centered, like in the middle of the wall. That's one of the things that made it so freaking annoying to try to unload a Caterpillar, is that you would have to either try to offload off of port side under the catwalk, which sucked, or land in there at that 45-degree caddy corner sort of funny angle just to be able to offload everything. Alright, let's do this. And kill these. Kill that for now. Decoupled. Come on, get off the ground. Just feeling a little heavy in the booty there. Kind of miss the chitter of the engine in this thing. Little insect sounding chittery engine. It's pretty cool. Alright, can we find a moon to hop out to first? I'd rather do that than... or is it going to force us to go to yellow first? Comare. Oh wait, no, here we go. Let's turn back around real quick, see if we can latch onto this one. What the heck? Is that yellow's? Must be a glitched icon. Alright. Large is the 896. Okay, that's fair. Medium freight elevator size is 222 according to Wiki. Yeah, that's bad. Okay, there we go. That's what I wanted to know. I guess I haven't had that issue because I tend to go towards the external freight elevators. I haven't been in a scenario yet where that's really limited me, but maybe that will today when we're hauling. I'll be able to contribute to that part of the conversation. See those beeps you guys are hearing? Beep, 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 beep. Those are the fucking tractor beams that keep toggling for some reason. I really hate that. I don't know why they do that. There are some ships that just make a lot of incessant beeps when you're going into quantum and stuff. The Wolf actually does this too, the L-22. Nice little pop server you found. Shh. Don't tell anybody. Before you know it, we're gonna have 500 people in here. Yeah, no, that's pretty good. All right, we're gonna go ahead and stop here. People keep saying to use the external, but if I wanted to just do external, I would use the damn whole C. Yeah, well, I mean, the externals are pretty great for just speed and all. Granted, you got to put up with losers that might want to try to take your ship. That's where you got to be careful. I don't know. I'm pretty biased towards the externals, probably because of the amount of times that they've saved my whole C contracts from failing. So let's take a peek here. Let's jump into some master rank contracts, right? Let's see. Most of these go from a Lagrange point to the all four main stations, I think. Like this one. So, I wonder how many of these we can get away with doing. We're gonna have to bust out a calculator here, because these are all these all go to the main stations as our drop-offs. The master rank contracts are really hard to justify doing in a reasonable way, and I think that maybe getting the ironclad will make them a bit more fun, because we'll have a big enough ship that we can bulk load all this crap into and do like 5 of these at the same time. So yeah, no, damn, no. We can pretty much do 1 of these master rank contracts. Don't get me wrong, I love the externals, but then they need to add external to planets and most stations. Yeah, that'd be nice. Or like you said, just update the hangars, right? I don't think, you know, it makes sense for maybe like loot turn-ins to have our own personal freight elevators, but I think for cargo, like the cargo area should also have just like bigger internal areas and more externals. I think that the cargo system needs a bit of love. So this is 316 SCU here that we would grab from ARC L2 and take to the main stations. Let's go ahead and just do that. Now, is there anything else over at ARC L2 that we can maybe fit? Yeah, we can fit that. We just got to collect it from the main stations that we're going to be picking up from. Well, why not? Let's mix this randomness in here. So we got almost 600K worth of missions, and we're going to be going to the main stations. So this kind of creates a bit of an opportunity to run around those. So we'll start at L2 and grab the stuff, and we will finish at Everest Harbor. That way we get everything we want. About 465 SCU total for almost 600-ish K. Yeah, almost right on the money. There we go. We got a path, guys. Star Citizen Truck Simulator. Let's go. $30K into a 6021 for the 2nd day in a row. That sounds annoying as shit. Sorry to hear that, man. Did my nav mess up? Or, oh, no, there it is. Okay, so it's the only one highlighting, so that should be ARC Corp taking us to ARC L2. Or maybe directly there. That'd be nice. All right. There we go. Time to do some hauling. We're still rocking our Sparkle Quantum Drive, our Stealth Grade A. We're going to be running this in a smart way. We're going to be dog-legging. We're going to be avoiding maneuver nodes like orbital OM points and all. I'm still stumbling over my words as I wake up and I get into my talkative mode. What? A gameplay loop in Star Citizen needs more work? No. I didn't say it. I'm sorry. It's finished. It's all done. Nothing needs work. Hangars also need more space on the side to pre-stage vehicles you might want to load in. Absolutely. I think that the hangars for New Babbage and Orison do this a lot better. The AeroView hangars, I think is what they're called. They actually have areas where you can park ships, so they don't do a damn thing for bringing ships up. That needs to be addressed, but at least there's a lot more space to like park your smaller ships for when you want to do things like pulling them in. I definitely think we should have like a dedicated vehicle bay that can handle maybe light fighters and below, or maybe it'd have to be dimension locked, because like you might want to also include things on there like a Prospector or a Vulture and stuff. So I don't know. It's probably one of the reasons it hasn't been done yet, is because getting the sizing right and all, and adjusting the hangers probably takes some work. Hull C, good or no? Hull C is difficult right now. Hull C is a great ship. The current state of the game at least has made hauling contracts with it not worth doing. Trade is still great, you know, and it also really goes down to if you're the kind of person that is okay with doing some manual labor. Because I think at the end of the day, you're going to end up moving boxes, even if you're hoping to just auto-load. I still love the Hull C. I think it is a great ship. I enjoy manually tossing cargo around, but the hauling contract side with the stacked back-end issues where the boxes are colliding onto each other, that's still a really big hiccup that needs to be resolved. I would love for major cities to have large cargo-specific spaceports where you can fly up and let the dock workers unload and load. Yes, I would love to see that. I'm hoping that kind of in a similar vein as to the evolution of mining, how, you know, back in the day it was just break rock, go sell ore, and then it became break rock, refine ore, then go sell ore. Now I would consider crafting as a part of that evolution. You know, go find the quality you want, break rock, refine, build stuff, go sell the rest of the ore. I want to see that more deliberately, that evolution more deliberately in the cargo side, so we could have some better logistics, some actual like really, really awesome cargo centers. Like if they dropped like a Star Citizen Live or something where they talk about maybe baked into the transport system is also a whole new like cargo overhaul that we didn't even know was coming, which is kind of one of my tinfoil predictions for this year, since like we're getting so many cargo ships this year. I don't know, I feel like I'm shooting in the dark. I'm definitely hoping for something that's probably not coming for a while, but yeah, I want to see crazy cool planetary cargo centers. I want to see like Amazon and Costco distribution warehouses, but Star Citizen status, man. Some like real cargo behemoths. Set the groundwork for us, bro. Let's go. Yo, Sun Devil, what's up, man? Good to see you in the chat. Hope you're having a good time, brother. I remember the old video that sort of promoted that was the Vision way back when. Yeah, I would love that so much. Red Wind and Pyro are bugged, so only cargo is at the last location, so you can spam the super easy right now. Oh, that's interesting. Red Wind and Pyro has been a problem for a long time. They still haven't touched Kovalex or Red Wind in a way to kind of update them. The only newer cargo stuff we have is Ling Family, Red Wind, Interstellar, separate from Red Wind, Stellar, and Pyro. And Dead Saints. I feel like I'm missing one. Dead Saints, Red Wind, Ling Family. Which, they're all still rookie locked. We don't have anything new yet, which kind of sucks. Breach Cat Deadwake, I totally would love to see that as well. Hell yeah, man. I really do. I want to see a fully fleshed out cargo organism. I don't know the right word to find right now. It fails me. But I think with, you know, the Rylan and now the whole B here, or the Rylan coming out, the Ironclad coming out, eventually the D&E coming out, and whatever else coming out, man, we need some life breathed back in. Like, so this is actually a good example. Well, no, this isn't really, because this is a refinery. L2s are pretty popular. But some of the spots you can pick up these master and senior contracts from, they're the old R&Rs in Stanton. They don't have a single cargo relevant part of them anywhere. You know, they're just places where you would land, and the equivalent of a rest stop on a highway. Land, take a piss, take a shit, grab some food, refuel, keep moving. So all of Stanton's Lagrange points and R&Rs could definitely use cargo overhauls, the planets. Oh, it'd be so good. Favorite cargo hauler is my Idris. You're not alone there, by any means. I can't wait to get that Ironclad and have people wondering and be like, when's the last time Deadwake set foot on solid ground? Be like, it's been 84 years. Oh wait, hang on. We are picking up from here, so let's get our booty out. Woo! I still really love the small attention to detail that the cargo spindles are color matched to the livery that you have on. That is a nice change. Nice little addition. Alright. All powered down. You also can bring all of it up at the same time. Yep, we're probably going to run into that here. Or no, we won't. Because our pickups are going to be... Oh, actually, no, we are. Yeah, because with this mission, all the stuff we're picking up is going to be here. This is another reason that I don't really often use ship tractor beams very consistently, because I have to stay outside and mess with the damn elevators. So it's just going to be me and my trusty max lift, which that's not it. I've got my gun and my rifle. This is my rifle. This is my gun. This one's for fighting. This is for throwing cargo. I gotta refine that. That's a little sloppy. Swap these. No. There we go. Muscle memory. Why? Hang on, we gotta like go over everything to turn it from there. We are. No more blue. Max lift rifle, same thing. Exactly. Yo, Thomas, how you doing? What happens with the last 2 live videos? I was watching Moth and the middle of the video was gone. Oh, you might have caught me. I was doing some late night YouTube cleanup because I had a bunch of random streams from like the Artemis launches and some other stuff. So I just kind of went through. I probably knocked out like 20 videos. I am so sorry if I interrupted your fun on one of the last VODs. That's my bad, buddy. Sorry about that. Yeah, I should go to this elevator. Realizing it. See, this highlights Ballplane's point. They should probably have an elevator more centralized. Like, kind of right there, that nice empty space. And then maybe, I don't know, make this a spot where you could bring up ships. To load other ships. Well, not in a medium hangar. That wouldn't make any sense. But you know what I mean. Honestly, more remote control from ships would be nice. I know we like everything to be physicalized, but it would be nice if you could call cargo from an MFD or, like I said earlier, open and close the doors, hangars of another ship with your own remotely. I definitely think that remote access to our ships, kind of like the hail system for calling stations, should absolutely be a thing, especially if you're planning to use a big ship to hold a bunch of small ships. 100%. Alright, yeah, let me just experience this pain here. Yep, there we go. Exceeded! So we'll bring up these guys first. Back wall of the elevator is where the capacity is listed in faded white paint. Yeah. One story, I melted a ship, but left a 780Q rifle on the weapon rack. Ooh, oh no! I'd be way more sad about that than the ship itself. Make the ground vehicle doors usable. Yeah, that too. Oh yeah, there it is. 224. Pitiful for a ship like this. What do you mean? That's so bad. Wow, that's not the box I wanted to grab. Off to a wonderful start. Give myself the OLISAR hello. There we go. Alright, we're also going to be smart about how we load because you can't cross over the spindles. So we're going to do 16s together to fill up their own spots. So this is a good chunk of cargo, but it shouldn't fill us up too bad. It's about 316 SEU total. I'm going to move some of this around. Since we can't cross spindles, I might just jokingly call it crossing streams. We can't cross streams, you know, perpendicularly to the ship. You can only go long ways because of the way they have these separated. So it takes a little bit of thought. Not too much, because it's still pretty easy to manage. But a little bit of thought. Let me see. I'm going to try something here. I'm going to just put it over. Can I get a little bit of a visual as where it's going? Bam! There we go. Let's see if I can... Nope, not that one. Grab a 16 and see if I can blind load it. Bit of a shame we can't cross, though. Yeah, it does limit us. It does. It's a limiting thing I didn't really expect. Okay, let's see. We're there. So about 30 meters. Drop it down. See if it falls. It didn't! Oh my god. Did that work? What's up, Cassie? How's it going? It did! That's funny. You know, it might be easier to load port side first. Hopefully it will change, like with the raft. Which part? Sorry, I currently start my truck from the house. I agree with this so much. Give me a fob minimum. But other stuff would be awesome without having to crawl out in the ship. Yeah, especially in the year 2955, right, guys? Jeez, we should have the technology to remote start our ships and open and close doors. Oh, not crossing the cargo. Oh, you're right. Yeah, going back to the way the raft was originally built. That's a good point. I also look forward to hopefully... I mean, I guess it makes sense here since we're going to 4 different places to drop stuff off. But in hoping that we have the option to choose box sizes too, if we have the ability to condense things. versus being stuck with a bunch of small boxes for no reason. Granted, here, since we have different locations that we're dropping off to, it makes a bit more sense. Here, I might throw this on the other side. Slip it over here. Who are the delivery guys that are with the reputation of having the most dropped boxes? Damaged boxes. Probably whole B guys, because you gotta throw it across to the other side of the ship. And Caterpillar guys. Alright, I'll start putting these on here. I'm just trying to spread the load out a little bit. I don't like having everything on one side. I know it doesn't, like, super meaningfully impact the physics, but I think it's either supposed to, or... Okay. Let's just go over here. There we go. Just stay right there. My game doesn't have a crosshair. What can I do? In the options, crosshairs always show. So you don't have the little... Really? Yeah, because that's what I was going to suggest, is the crosshair. Take a peek at this real quick and see what mine says. Crosshair opacity. Did you make sure this is at 100%? And yeah, also make sure you have a helmet on. I'm pretty sure that matters. Crosshair mode, always on. Make sure your opacity is all the way. Opacity is not being able to see through something. So if it's down, it's going to be like transparent. So make sure that's all the ways up. I think that's it, though. And yeah, if I take my helmet off. Yeah, crosshair's gone. Okay. Yeah, so actually, your flight helmets, right, guys? It's got to be a combat helmet to see a crosshair. So if you're wearing like a flight suit helmet or a non-combat helmet or no helmet. Appreciate everybody jumping to the rescue there. Good stuff. I'm so used to not having the crosshair that I didn't even think about it. But yeah, I got one on my screen right now. Huh. Super deadly max lift tractor beam. Weight definitely affects flight performance, and according to the Q&A, balance can too. For science. We load one side. Wait, lift it up. Yeah, there we go. All right. Whoop! Almost knocked myself out again. Let's see how she handles. That should be fun. Just a bunch of smalls now. Yeah, we got some 2s, some 4s. Let's bring these over. Come on, buddy. There you go. Yeah, I don't know if it's also just because of using a different ship, but man, it feels like I went through this cargo in here so much faster than I would have trying to load it into my Caterpillar. But it's also been a while since I've done this, so it's probably not that dramatic. I think you said you were using a slider on your VKBs for mining laser power. Which one? So on my VKBs, it's the middle tab that is underneath where the F1 is. If you're using the same VKB base where you have F1 in the middle, F2 and F3 on left and right, there's the far left tab. That's my landing gear up and down toggle. The middle tab that stays where you put it, that's my mining laser. And the furthest one is actually my tractor beam in and out, kind of like my scroll wheel, my mouse scroll wheel stuff. All right, let me bring this down here. Come on. There we go. Let's see if we can load all this on one side. Damn, I almost took out that ASOP terminal. That's okay, they can bill me for it. I think I'm improperly loaded the ship almost be unflyable and heavily... Sorry, wow, let me try to actually read. My brain just turned off there. I think an improperly loaded ship should almost be unflyable in heavy, full atmo locations. I agree. I was severely failing to read that properly, my bad. Okay, let's start throwing this stuff on here. I think that would be really cool. It would kind of teach people to think about how they're loading their stuff. I love changing my keybinds and forgetting what the defaults are. RP, yep. I only know as many of the defaults just thanks to talking to so many wonderful people that are like, it's this, and I'm like, it's that, guys. It's what he said. Thank you. Because I'll forget all the time. Man, even dealing with the singles right now. Jeez. There's such a nice and simple method to loading this now with how these are laid out that I don't find myself rotating boxes quite as often as I thought I might. And man, this is way more empty than I expected. I know it's only 316 SCU cargo, but for some reason on my mind, it was going to take up a lot more space than it has. All right, so now we're going to be dropping and picking things up, kind of having a bit of a loop going, finishing off over at Aorus Harbor. Now, this is everything for the Master Rank mission. This is all of that. Now we are in the drop-off phase, but the other cargo we have to pick up from the places we're dropping to, so it creates a bit of a loop. You're right. You guys are right. Yep, you're right. Nope. Yep, you're right. I do, Hakun. I do. Son of a bitch. Alright. Oh, yep. See my previous statement. Wait, what? Hang on. It's okay. We play Star Citizen. We can't read. Yep, reinforced facts. That's so good. Which is more profitable, cargo hauling or commodities trading? When everything is working at an equal degree, cargo hauling kicks commodities trading in the ass if you consider time spent doing the thing. You can get larger sets of profit from commodities trading, and right now commodities trading is more reliable than cargo hauling at mass because of the back-end auto-load problems, especially if you're talking about the whole sea. That aside, though, when that stuff is working fine, cargo hauling is definitely the moneymaker. By a long shot. Oh yeah, that's... At least my instincts weren't totally wrong. We definitely have more shit to load. I don't think I'm going to be able to have an imbalanced load now. Need to put one more 8 there, so actually... I'm going to... Oh. Why are you being a pain in the ass? Come on, rotate the fucking box. I know you can. There we go. Jeez. Do that. Pull this out. Made like 1 million with the whole sea just going from Seraphim to Everest with a full load of waste. Nice. Yeah, if you're factoring in both cases doing primarily manually loading, or even the trading version of auto load, well, no, that's manual in the whole sea right now. The commodities trading is just the only real reliable way to use the whole sea at the moment. But when everything is working as it's supposed to, can easily make 2 to 3 million an hour doing cargo hauling out of either Stanton or Pyro. Okay, put that over there. I do kind of like how you can pretty reliably just toss this over as you get used to that throw mechanic. Yo, Hawks, what's up? Yeah, dude, I can imagine, man, but hey, it is so good to hear that things are going well so far, brother. One day at a time. I will say, if I did cargo hauling, the B does seem like a premier ship. The loading is just better, yeah. Agreed. The positioning of the cargo grid and like the lack of time I need to spend like rotating boxes and all is huge. Oh, I didn't move that back far enough. There we go. Look at that. It was able to stay up there long enough for me to just grab it and move. Good stuff. See, this is more fitting. This is about what I expect 316 to be, you know? About 3/4 of the full load capacity done. Pretty sure we have everything now. B's main competition would be the cat. Yeah. Yeah, and when it comes to some other things, I think I'm going to do a video comparing the bee to the cat at some point, but the caterpillar stands out in a couple of ways, being its toughness if it gets into some shit. You know, having the 3 size 3 shields, more armor, but also the size 3 quantum drive, you know? You can throw an Erebus or a TS2 on that thing. You're stuck on size 2 with this ship, which isn't horrible. Still, you know, you get moving, especially if you're running a Chimera or an XL1. you're not really going to be feeling too much pain. But you're not going to be as fast as a TS2. I still think the overall experience of hauling is going to be more enjoyable for folks who run a ship like the Hull B than the Cat. I think the Cat's kind of an acquired taste. I love that ship, but this ship is so much easier to manage. It is a no-brainer. Alright, we're going to start our loop counterclockwise. We're going to go by Genie, Seraphim, Tressler, finish at Everest Harbor, since we are right over here next to by Genie. Even though our nav seems to think we're 40 gigs away. Cat's definitely a favorite for me. Yeah, the Cat will always have a special place in my heart. A favorite, kind of a classic ship. Absolutely getting replaced for me by the Ironclad. I've said a few times that to me, the Ironclad is my thought of a Caterpillar Mark II. Taken up to a whole different level. Yo, SC Haulers. Medium-sized ship with 512 cargo is really good. Agreed. I like that. And again, you're not really going to feel the speed difference. I mean, I'm running a Sparkle Quantum Drive. Spicule. I call it Sparkle because Spicule is kind of a dumb name to me. So I'm only doing about 240-ish kilometers a second. 240,000-ish kilometers a second. I think the Hemera is just another 40k faster. So, and I haven't really felt much pain, especially if you're doing it around Stanton. Stanton's kind of tiny. Pyro's bigger, and Nyx is even more of a pain in the ass. So this size 2 quantum drive is a non-issue, a no problem kind of scenario. Cat's supposed to be modular. Yeah, it will be eventually. Considering the solo ability, is that a word now? The solo nature of the Reclaimer and, you know, things like the Carrack and all, I don't foresee the Ironclad being that difficult to manage. I really don't. I mean, people are running around soloing Idrises, so I would say compared to that kind of stuff, the Ironclad, I keep wanting to say Cat now. The Ironclad's gonna be great. Sorry. Jasmine, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. Yo, what's up, Sully? I just saw that. Zarmer, good to see you guys. Ironclad's like my hauler of choice. Yeah, Ironclad's gonna be my life. Why not XL1? XL1's great. XL1's real great. I just don't have one. And I'm running a stealth build, Hull B. And at some point, this Hull B is going to disappear, so I wouldn't want to have an XL1 in here anyway. Just because I wouldn't want to end up accidentally losing it. That would suck, because once they take the ship away, all the components on it are going bye-bye as well. Alright, there's our freight elevators. Coming on around. Drop our signature down a bit. We're going to be keeping a lookout for possible bad guys, because there's never a shortage of those, apparently. Let's see, I like to get belly down towards the station, kind of using the platform here as my initial aim point, and then I head forward a bit, kind of toward the bracket, and then we go lockdown, speed limiter. I like to keep as low a signature as possible over here. We're going to turn off our life support, tractor beams, one of our coolers. I'm going to bring down to just main shield power to keep those on. There we go, that's looking real good. I was always thinking all those dorks who pay lots of money for ships, guess the Ironclad made me a dork. Hell yeah, you... One of us. Love it. Alright. Use our airlock properly. Claustrophobic as hell, but this is actually one of the things about the Hull B, guys, that I love the most. Ain't nobody getting into my ship surprising me outside of my airlock, because I can do this. And I really wish the Hull C had this feature. Again, it's tight. Reminds me of my rack in the Navy. You know, it couldn't even roll over. My shoulder would hit the top, but I love it. Because even if somebody was standing out here like in the Hull B video, I would just look at it and be like, where do you think you're going? You're not getting in, loser. I still close the outer door, but I love that so much. All right. So not bad for our parking job, yeah? Just belly up, right over the elevator. Just going over here to touch it first. We don't have any issues with cargo disappearing. I will always be worried about that. And then here is the cargo we're going to be pulling up. Some waste for the other contract, so let's do it. So here at Baijini, it's 141 SCU of tungsten. I'm going to do a trick. So instead of mathing it, I'm just going to throw some tungsten on, and I'm going to see what the box count says for what I need to turn in. I don't know if I need to have something on the elevator. I just did, just to see what this says. Okay, so we need 8 16s. I'm going to take a quick picture of this on my phone, just to keep it simple. Now, if Star Citizen could put in some kind of a built-in manifest that would take away our need to do that, that'd be really cool. Like just a way to keep track virtually through our mission tabs or something. Reminds me of my bunk in the army when I was in Iraq. Yeah, dude. They stuck 18 of us in an abandoned post office storage room. Okay, that sounds even worse than me on the aircraft carrier, because at least that's a proper berthing. It's just, we called them coffin racks for a reason. Wild. Yeah, I'm sure those are good memories, right? You'll never be able to look at a post office the same way again. Or you go inside one and feel sleepy. I don't know. Alright, 7 more 16s. Only the best of memories. There we go. Let me see. I think you get at least more range out of... Question about the radars and mining ships. Is there a benefit to more pips on the radar for scanning pings? No, I haven't seen any difference there. All of my discovery still tends to be at about that, like, 4.5 kilometers range. I think right now the radars really only help how far out your weapons will start to help you, or like you can see the pip to shoot at. I could be wrong there. I don't know. I haven't done any dedicated testing to really iron that out yet. All right, let me actually move these so I keep track. We need 8 16s. So that's 3. Here we go. 4, 5. 6. I haven't even gone out to New Babbage to buy radars yet. Yeah, that's a little clunky too. The radars tend to, they don't let you grab them, or at least maybe just the size 2s, because I think I was able to grab the size 3s. But you're also able to put them all in your backpack, which is kind of funny. All right, let's see what we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1 more of these big ones. I do like that we're getting some color coding on the boxes at least, so you can just tell by looking at them what's what. That should be it right there. Alright, so that is 8 16s. 1 8 SCU of tungsten, which is this guy. And we got 1 4 SCU of tungsten, which is under there. And then 1 single, which should be that one. And I think that's it. So I like that at least they were smart when they did this. You only have 1 element going to each one, actually. So in saying that... Oh, no, you don't. Never mind. There's aluminum going to 2 different places. Bullshit. So since it said just the tungsten, I didn't need to take a picture. I could have just said, all right, we're just turning in the tungsten. Somebody might have said that in the chat, too. So if you did, yeah, you're right. You win. I wasn't paying attention to that. So you don't need to take a picture, I guess, unless you have multiples going to different places, like our case here for Everest Harbor and Seraphim Station, both getting aluminum. So we'll send this down. We're going to bring the waste up, and then we'll move on. Oh, there's Hakun. I already see him saying that in the comments. There it is. I've been using an overlay for managing cargo called SE Data Hub. I might need to check that out at some point. Just wondering why I was getting so few responses while pinging, so I checked the MFD and realized it only had 1 pip. So, oh no, what I did notice, like when your ping responses go down, it's a bug. You'll notice if you go from like nav to SEM, or you switch your flight model, at least for me, that's what's like brought everything back. It's really inconsistent and frustrating, but I've noticed that too. All right, here we go. I'm in your head. Yes, you are. Kessie saying, hey, SCH, weren't you the one with the pivoting VKB throttle? I think SC Haulers and I might both have that, actually. If you're talking about the Omni throttle, are you running that too, Sax? That's what I've got on my my left stick, is the 45 degree, but pivoting might be something different. The only thing holding me back from becoming a full hauler is the math. That's good. Actually, I'm gonna move the waist onto spindles away from everything. Love this part, man. 32s are real easy. This is the kind of hauling I enjoy, where you're dropping off and picking up. You kind of keep a loop going. It's good money. It's also kind of more relaxing compared to dealing with breaking out of Klesher prison and shit. I was like, I need a more relaxing stream today. He has the throttle, so now it's... Oh, he's got the STEC, the STEC? Is that what it is? Pivots up top, looks badass. Oh, how new is it? I might need to check this out. It might be something I haven't seen yet. Because the STC space throttle thing was pretty cool. I don't know how I would enjoy it with my decoupled flight life. Alright, here we go. I think that's maybe what they're talking about, unless it's like super new. That's the one. Okay, so yeah, the STECs, yeah. That's pretty cool. That thing came out, or was coming out like a month or two after I got my sticks. So I was like, really, dude? Could have lined up a little bit better, but no, I mean, I really love the Omni. I like my setup. I like the VKB Omni on the left and the standard Space Combat on the right. It's a good time. Well, it has all the same axes. It's just, it's strafe up, strafe down, it's like a throttle. And then it has the forward, back, left, and right. So it still has basically the Z-axis. It's a tilt function like this, which is actually similar to the Omni throttle, because my throttle is kind of at 45, so it's still kind of like a motorcycle handle, or a motorcycle throttle, just on the wrong side, for at least as far as motorcycles are concerned. There we go. We got our cargo. We can move on. Next one on the list is going to be Seraphim, which... we're not going to type it in, because we're going to practice good dogleg habits. So let's go ahead and jump into our nav mode to see if we can... oh, shit. Why don't I have any... am I already navigating? Is that why? Nope, I'm not. So... alright. If nothing's showing up on your nav, sometimes you have to hop to the planet first to get it to kind of wake up. It's frustrating. It's not consistent, but it is a workaround if nothing else is popping up on your HUD. There's everything else. Okay. Now, I know we got to go around the planet, so I'm going to hit Pyro Gateway first and then aim for Crusader. So you can also strafe left and right with the stick. Yes, yeah, you can. It has the left and right movement. I think it tilts. Right, guys? So it's forward, back. It's tilt right, tilt left, tilt back, tilt forward. So it's gonna feel weird compared to a standard throttle or like just using a regular flight stick for sure. All right, there we go. Already consider our dogleg travel completed there. If we could just lock on a Crusader, damn it. There we go. No, we had it. That's the thing with nav, man. They really like I don't know, the asteroid stuff I would rather have to deliberately search for. I think that it should default to the planet that you're clearly pointing at, or even like a Lagrange station or something over the asteroid bases. The throttle, the STC does that, the throttle. The Omni flight stick is just a flight stick that's canted 45 degrees. Also has a bunch of buttons and switches on it. That's why I like it too. Yeah, and they are like tailored towards what feels like the Star Citizen experience, because it actually has a label for space break, a label for mining laser, and I know that those aren't specific to Star Citizen bindings, but of course that's what we're going to think of since this is the main game that we enjoy in this genre. Yeah, nav mode's buns and will be until it dies. Yeah, I can't wait to get our deliberate quantum boost modes, man, because there's just, I know Crusader's this way, so I'm gonna just quantum boost toward it, or do the staged quantum boost that'll take you into full quantum. Been a while since I've seen it demonstrated. I know they're two different mechanics, but it'd be nice if, like, while in quantum boost, it kind of like locks on what's in front of you, and if you just hold it down long enough, it'll lock in the thing in front of you and go into full quantum mode, so it's more of a seamless transition versus it being like maybe a separate mechanic, quantum boost from quantum drive. Yeah, I want those eventually, but to do those right, I need a whole new desk setup. Current setup is too small for mounting them correctly. Yeah, I had to actually upgrade my desk when I decided I was going to go ahead and jump into becoming the streamer kind of thing, because I was originally corner setup, so I had my my main monitor like directly in the corner, and then I had my like Discord monitor to the left, and then I had my sticks on my desk like in the middle, and I would have to move my keyboard and shit around. That was just not conducive to playing this game right, especially as much as I did enjoy getting into dogfighting, because your sticks being able to just move on your desk when you're trying to make crazy maneuvers sucks. So I got the bigger L-shaped desk, got properly set up, got some good $80 desk brackets that are universal that mounted my VKBs, so they actually sit like really ergonomically where my arms are, and it's just transformative experience, man. So if you guys are on the fence about getting a desk and getting some mounts for some flight sticks, it was a game changer for me. I mean, I flew tabletop flight sticks for years, and I just wanted to kick myself in the face for not just biting the bullet sooner. Hard mounting is always superior. Also does sim racing. Hell yeah, absolutely. That's how I'll be set up for now, but I'm going to at least figure out how to strap down or anchor the dual sticks for now. Yeah, you know what I did? I got the damn C-clamp that, like, you use to hold wood and shit together. I C-clamped the base of the stick to the desk, but I put some cloth on it, and I was just really ginger not to put too much pressure on it. But I was literally C-clamping my main attitude stick, because I wouldn't actually end up picking up my throttle stick as much. It was my attitude stick where I'm, you know, pitching, rolling, and yawing that was moving around more. So I would actually put a damn C-clamp on it to hold it to the desk, and then I could just like unscrew that and move it if I needed to. The things that you do, right, to adapt. Setup's currently in IKEA table and using the chairs to mount to. There you go. Yeah, chair mounting is something I wanted to try for quite a while, but I got tired of trying to figure it out, so I just went with the desk setup. Here we go. So we are almost able to scrape that, but I don't want to get the stupid... we'll do it. We'll just go straight there. Hopefully we don't get the infinite reposition notification. I Velcro mine to the desk. There you go. That's another good option. Just saw an interesting feature of the whole B that nobody has talked about. The ATLS fits on the elevator. Oh, no, yeah. I demonstrated that, actually. What was that, like 2 streams ago? Because somebody mentioned it in the chat. And I was like, really? So we did a little science. Or no, I think it was actually the mole live stream. So the day we did the mole live stream, if that's still up on the channel. Damn. Now I don't know if I ended up cleaning out too much. If the mole live stream video is still up at the start of that, we do that test. And yeah, it fits. You can't really walk anywhere with it once you're in, but it fits. All right. Get over here, drop this off, and grab more poop. Delivering metal and picking up shit. That's some real space trucker content there, right? While I've got everybody here, I've really been itching to have some fun, maybe streaming some Windrose or something, but I don't know how much interest there really would be in that. I've also got the bug for, you know, the new game came out and I really want to play the shit out of it, but I either might just only, you know, toggle on Twitch because it's not quite as picky, I think, as YouTube seems to be for when I want to mess with that. But I might do that a little bit later, or maybe tomorrow. My wife will be back from her Disney fun with her dad tomorrow. They got the Disney Hotel full experience, so I'm having some fun, really getting in some extra game time. If it fits, it sits. I have the Monster Tech rails from my sticks. Find it amazing. So that's the one that goes on the seat, right? Becomes a game changer for me. Might make it so I swap it with the Hermes. Oh, what? Stuffing the ATLS inside of the ship, I mean, I wonder how practical that would really be as for daily use. You'll have to let me know if you start doing that. It sounds like a lot of extra steps where I feel like I would just be faster running outside or using the tractor beams that are on the ship. I don't know, some people really love their ATLSs though, so I'm not gonna judge, man. You enjoy that ATLS as much as you can. Oh. Wrong orientation. Let's flip around. There we go. Still love how nimble this thing is. It's freaking nutty. Right there. Let's see. It should be good. Surprised you aren't hauling the Puda Nix 1 to help with the terraforming. Yeah, right? Maybe that's where it's eventually going and they're just waiting. They're loading it on a bigger ship. Not for little old me here. Alright, let's pop out. I have been told the ATLS also fits to the airlock. Oh, it does. Yeah. It fits to the airlock and sits pretty well in the like kind of central area, which is nice. Wait, does it? Somebody said it does, but man, that... How the hell are you squeezing it through this little frickin'... We might need to do a test. I don't know, though, like... Why? Why go through all that extra trouble for the ATLS when you can just use your tractor rifle? You're not moving enough cargo, I think, for it to really be that impactful. Oh, that's just my grumpy old stuck on my max lift ways kind of thinking. ATLS while being tractored has no collision. Oh, yeah, see, I wouldn't want to do that then. That's too immersion breaking for me. That feels kind of lame. Hold on. Is Seraphim not one of the pickups? Yeah, it is. What the hell? Weird. I guess we'll see what happens. Caps SC. Player base gonna try all the things and see if they fit. Yeah. Alright, so Seraphim is all about that aluminum. So let's throw one of these on and see what it says. I'll just try to commit it to memory. That also makes it easier to put on the mole. Yeah, that's true. But it actually, like, you could walk it on the mole at some points too. I mean, putting it through something that clearly isn't meant to fit it versus something that pretty much fits it. I don't know. I won't go too crazy on that. I'm not going to waste my time trying to put a damn ATLS on a whole B. That makes no sense to me. All right, we got 4 16s, 1 8, 1 4, and 2 1s. Let's go ahead and take a picture of this. I hate my keyboard. It's all good, man. All right. So 3 more 16s. That's the poop. Don't need to mess with that. Here we go. One 8SU box. Oop, get on there. 1 4 should be over here. There we go, and 2 singles. Whoop. No, one double, not 2 singles. That was confusing. Alright. I think I also might just like Spider-Manning myself around with the max lift. You know what I mean? It's fun. That's probably part of it. I've been so used to it as one like my mobility device that to give it up makes me uncomfortable. Surprised you aren't hauling the Putin. Oh, I already saw that. But yeah, that's hilarious. That would be a funny little back end story. Brings me back to my early days of space garbage, man. Let's go. Big surprise I see for using ATLS with the B is unloading in the hangar. It should save a lot of scrolling. Yeah, I'm spoiled there because my mouse isn't like that. Okay, we are definitely missing. We're definitely missing poop. Seraphim, where's your poop? Hang on, we gotta go check. Do I have a hanger here? No, I'm gonna check internally. Pull something up and back down. Well, we already put something down. Might need to focus the contract for it to show. That'd be a first. We didn't have to do it on the last one. Well, we'll try it. I wanted to see if it'll show up in like a small hanger.
Vehicle retrieval system.
What do we got? Do we have anything here? No. I'll bring a C2 here. Why not? Just so I can get the hanger to spawn.
Selected. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following. Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval. Your vehicle has been moved to our storage.
And let's go take a peek. Piece of ammo up and down might refresh it. I could try that. Usually with that bug, it's because something you put on the elevator didn't actually come up when you sent it up. But for me, I don't see it here at all. Like, it's just not here. Cargo hasn't been spawning properly. It's on the issue console as well. Go figure. Thank you for that, original. I've had it a few times the last few days. Yeah. Yeah, Hakun's workaround there is really good for stuff that you move over, but then it doesn't show. Like if I was to move this helmet over and send it up, but the elevator's empty, if you send it down and then do something small, like a cruise drink, a piece of ammo, whatever, and then do it again, it usually causes it to spawn, but we're actually getting no cargo spawn, period. So that sucks. Is it the senior rank mission too? Because the senior rank missions have been messed up pretty often. Hold on, I bet it is. Ah, I shouldn't have got it. Damn it, I didn't realize that. It's very common for Kovalek senior rank missions that have multiple drop-off and pick-up to mess up. Ah, it is what it is. We'll just keep moving on. I'll track it just to knock that off the list of things to try, but that shouldn't have any bearing on whether or not it shows up. Yeah. All good. Just gotta roll with it, man. Seraphim missed their poop shipment. They're gonna be in a lot of shit. Oh, dad jokes. Alright, so we'll make our way to Tressler and then wrap up over at Everest. We'll probably at least get the partial turn in for this. Sarah shit. There you go. I did not pay attention to what freight elevator I was at. Oh my god, did I get it first try? No, I didn't. We're going too far. All new meaning to space floater. Jeez. Let's try 6. Ah? 600 meters away. So, 8. Damn it! I overshot it. 7. This is why it's good to look at your elevator before you leave. Pretty sure one of the Apollo missions had a floater. I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, we're here. We did it. All right, I'll check this one more time. And confirmed, nada. Elevator bingo. All right. Here we go. Make sure we close this. This door takes forever to close. I'm glad I'm not the only one that does that. Oh, what? the elevator shuffle? Elevator bingo? Yeah, when I've got it on my mind, I typically am good about taking a mental note of where the hell I am, but not always. Alright. Let's go ahead and get out of the immediate area. We will set course for Microtech. Make sure I delete these photos as I'm done taking them so I don't end up creating a backlog. Gotta keep the Captain Scatterbrain rep. Captain Scatterbrain, Captain Dustwake. Man, how many names am I gonna come up with? Or not necessarily me, everyone else. Good times. Alright, Micro, here we come. Wow, I was a little off there. Oh, that's Hurston. That's our final drop. I should have known by the distance. Alright. Well, our cargo capacity is not as shitty as it was before. Or not as shitty as it's supposed to be because we didn't get Seraphim shit. I really like this dusk livery on this too. It looks good. I could have done without maybe the weird gray to black striping. I'd like it if it was just like a matte, clean black or gray all the way back, but still, I do like this livery. Like the front. You see how the top of the forward section of the ship is just a clean color? Then you do have some striping on the intakes up there, which is fine. I don't know, it's not bad. This is definitely the color that I would stick with, though. On which station did I leave my 995 quality Dullavine? Yeah, I'd be a little worried about that. Got a saying in Swedish, love child has many names. Oh, there you go. That makes me feel a little better. No drinking and flying today, darn. No, I had a very late start to the day, so my saving grace today is a can of caffeine. Got the tequila over here. I just, right now, I have no desire to get into that. Got moving around 11 from playing Windrose all night, the new pirate survival crafting game that came out, which is incredible, dude. I will definitely be playing that after I get off of Star Citizen today. Mainline that caffeine. Yeah, just get an IV drip straight in, right? At least that's how I understand that. I think I am going to throw back a little Haichu. Let's see. Got my dogs behind me. Well, behind the green screen behind me, because they're codependent, wondering where the heck their mom is. Is the demo for Windrose still up? No, the game's up. Windrose is officially early access now. The actual game's out. That happened yesterday. I ended up getting the supporter package for like $35, and Ruck and I played all day yesterday, and then Ruck and I got on together around 1700 and played till like, shit, what was it, 1, 2 a.m.? Almost, and then I stayed up, still playing, until like 5 a.m. I was like, oh no, mistakes have been made. Stream it Friday, make Fridays the off day. Yeah, maybe. That could be fun. Those will probably just be Twitch days, though, because YouTube really doesn't like the diversification. Unless I go ahead and pull the trigger on the Deadwake Gaming YouTube channel, where I'll stream all kinds of random bullshit. What's up, more cats? Thank you so much for the sub over on Twitch. Appreciate you. Wanted to try it before buying it. Looks good. Got a big backlog. So, you just have to kind of take my word for this part. I have not had a pirate game be this fun since the good old early days of Sea of Thieves. And before that, I would say this game, as far as the ship, the sea experience, brings me back to the glory days of Assassin's Creed Black Flag. It's like a combination, but it's also a crafting survival building game. It's freaking incredible, dude. It's also a Souls-like. I did a boss fight yesterday that took your boy 20 tries. I ate so much food. Because like in other survival games like Valheim and Bellerite and stuff, when you eat food, you get more health and sometimes, you know, more strength, whatever. And this boss fight against Captain Richard, dude, he's got like a big spiked club, and if you take 2 hits, you're dead. And he's got grab mechanics and everything. And when you hit him, you do like itty bitty bits of damage. Crazy. It's a damn good game. Windrose is awesome. Having a great time with it. Hell yeah, Saucy. It's a mix of Enshrouded of Black Flag. That's some praise. I see Twitch has a new terms of service. Thank God I can ask. Yeah, I had to take all the blah 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 down to 1 para. There you go. Hell yeah. What's up, noobs? Would a reclaimer or whole C, when it gets fixed, make you more money? Whole C. Definitely. Nothing touches whole C money. Even with the pains, like, all we have to have fixed right now is the stupid box collision bug that we have. Once that's fixed, we're back to making millions with the whole C very, very, very quickly. The reclaimer is a lot of fun to use. But as far as the money grind, I don't think anything is going to touch the whole C. There we go. Yeah, I still want to get back into Valheim and Bellerite too. Haven't been in Valheim since the last 2 biomes went in. Yeah, and honestly, if you wanted to try, if you like the pirate style gameplay as well, it's a really well-made game. I'm really proud of these guys. It was originally Crosswind and became Windrose. And it's early access. It just came out. There's definitely little bits of clunkiness, as you would expect with any early access. We don't know a thing or two about that, right? But I melted a lot of time into Valheim. Ruck and I play the hell out of Bellerite. And our villagers in Bellerite are going to be experiencing a little bit of a hiatus for a while as we get our itch scratched with Windrose. I love the nesting doll boxes. I don't when you hit 1 and it spits out 6. I'm like, no. I'm like trying to grab them all with my tractor beam. Like, no, come back. Such a pain. Does it have classes? No, we don't have actual, at least not right now. There isn't like MMO style classes. And the weapons actually look really good in the sense that they look very realistic. I eluded a 2-hand sword that was really cool. Now I'm using a rapier because actually, kind of, yes. Let me backtrack, actually. There sort of is a class system, but not in your typical tank, healer, DPS. It's in how you spec your character. So I'm doing a crit precision build. So I'm focused on like rapiers or like pistols, like accuracy stuff, because you actually rank up certain things like mastery, which is your critical hit capability, precision for weapons like a rapier versus doing strength for something like a halberd or a club or agility for like a 2-hand sword. So you do have a little bit of class built in with a talent tree that you can choose. If you guys want the last hour-ish or so of the stream, we can jump into Windrose and I can show you guys. I can give you a play demo. I just didn't want to randomly stream that without giving anybody a heads up today. But I would love to, for anybody who is curious about it, we can jump in. I can show you everything. It'll come with a bit of a spoiler warning because, you know, I'm level 5 in the game, which is also, you don't level up quite traditionally, and I don't know if this is intended, but you don't just get baseline level up XP from combat. So you can kill 1 million boars and everything, and you won't level up from that. You're getting level up from like exploration, quest completion, discovery. That's how you level up, and I kind of like that because it takes away some of the nitty-gritty battle grind, and it actually rewards you more for going out to different islands, exploring areas, finding treasure, uncovering quests, versus just finding a place to farm enemies to level up, which I kind of do want to do, I'm not going to lie, because I want to, like, Dark Souls it, freaking go crazy and strength build myself, but it is kind of a relief in a little bit of a way there to not be locked into a battle grind. But you have the ability to level up your armor and your weapons, so you can increase your damage output by going out and killing monsters, getting their materials. I don't know, it's a really clever way to do it. I've really been enjoying that. I will say the building system in it looks amazing, and yeah, and they made some great changes from the demo to where you can kind of speed build if you have the materials for it now, which lets you actually put up bigger structures a bit faster, especially if you like to build fences like I do. And fences matter, because if you don't, you might randomly have creatures popping in right on top of you, making your life a lot more difficult, like killing you in your hut next to your bed 10 times before you realize what happened because you went to go take a piss. That didn't happen to me. Yeah, 90% of what I play now is early access, used to clunky. Yeah, and honestly, guys, I think that kind of says a lot, that in this day and age, it's the early access games that feel like they have so much more life and enjoyment than a lot of the, you know, traditional AAA releases that have not been all that great. And oh my god, I went way past... I'm talking about pirates too much. Look how far I went past the damn elevator. We're not going to talk about it. That's fine. You know, it's just... whatever. AAA is lifeless and soulless. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a fair statement. And wait, is it moving? That's why. Oh my gosh. You've been hanging out with Mags, haven't you? You've been hanging out with the Maggie C. Nope. You're not a... God damn it. No, uncoupled is fine, but my speed limiter didn't register. I'm always uncoupled. Alright. Granted, SC hates the player. Here we go. Alright. Man, I'll tell you what, when I was fighting that boss last night, which you can actually go back and fight him again, you can reactivate it to do it again. Maybe for practice, so I can show you guys how miserable it is too. Because goddamn, that boss fight. It is... They don't hate the players, though, in the sense that you have a fast travel point straight to it, kind of like how First Berserker Kazan works, and even I think Black Myth Wukong's kind of like that. I think Elden Ring maybe even too, because you have the boss room that you'll typically be near. That way you can go back and try again. All right, yeah. See, it didn't register our space or speed limiter, so let's back up here, utilizing our very unhelpful rear view camera. Alright, so let's make sure we're actually stopped this time. So, you see the way the little velocity indicator over here kind of like did a little twitch and stopped right here? That's another good way to tell it you're fully stopped at the speed limiter, because if you take it off, it'll kind of move. Well, now it's not. Let me just give an example. So, when you hit it and it kind of wiggles and moves off to the side, that should show that you're fully stopped. There it goes. I don't know why it's always that spot. It's like kind of always up there to the left, but, you know, little thing that I use. Yes, decoupled only. Decoupled is live. Seems you're gonna need some breaker oil change. Wait, breaker oil? Like, because of my speed limiter? Ooh, I opened too fast. No, I'm gonna vent atmosphere. Alright, we're good. Dude, imagine if it costs money to actually keep your ship supplied with oxygen. Same process as blinker fluid. Yes. God. That was one of the things in the Navy we used to joke with, because you know, the joke was pulled on us as well, which is when the new recruits come into the barracks over at A school, there would be people that would be like, make sure you take your sea bag for, you gotta check it for watertight integrity. Same with your mattress. You want to make sure your mattress is watertight. The amount of fucking recruits, let me actually count what I'm doing here, that would take their sea bag or their mattress up to the main desk to say, I'm here for the watertight integrity inspection. Oh. God, it's so bad. Okay. I don't know, maybe because I was always in the mechanic space, that when I saw, or when they said that to us as we came in, it made me kind of chuckle internally. I was like, oh, it's like a blinker fluid thing. But then there'd be people actually doing it. I wouldn't stop them. I was like, nope, I'm gonna let this happen. This is a life lesson. It's good times. Ow. Alright, so we're gonna move that. Yep, corundum. All the corundum's going here, which makes this drop off a lot easier, because we'll just smack these down. I'm probably gonna get charged for beating up the elevators at some point. No, hey, you get your ass over here. What are you doing? Let's just leave this up front. Right on the edge. Alright. We'll do that too. Let's move that there. And there. Take this over. this up. That's all aluminum. Hang on, I'll do that. And we just have the waste on the other side, I think. That should be everything. All the corundum. Yeah, I think we're good. Cool. And let's see if Port Tressler has any poop for us. Can't trust your battle buddies if they don't fuck with you. Exactly. A lot of the best friendships in the military start with just a total troll moment. And seeing how you respond to it, too. Because if you're fun and you realize it, and you realize you got fucked with, and you're like, damn it, guys, you know, you're cool. If you become like a super salty, like Kevin about it or Karen about it, it's like, all right, we're not gonna mess with them. They're a little bit uptight. Oh, I still have a bunch of radars here. Oh! Wait a minute. Hold on. This is my crafted armor set. Why is it... Guys, was I that drunk? I thought the piecemeal set was still on the ship. I think it's my pre-criminal gear. No fucking way. Hold on. We gotta... What? Oh my gosh. This is the weirdest thing ever. You swapped to heavy before Adventure last stream. Yeah, but not at Port Tressler, right? It wouldn't have been here. It would have been like in Pyro. Or in Nyx. I've seen privates tapping the underside of a tank looking for soft spots. Oh, that's great. We're talking about practical jokes, not the other thing. The other thing that starts with an H? Because that's also, yeah, I mean, the military, it's very much a thing. No, you got hazed the shit out of. How's it going, more cats? Thanks again for the sub. Let me just hop into a hangar. You know, I like at Cruel 1, you actually have the storage terminals right out here. I feel like that should be like universal.
Welcome.
I don't care what size I get. Alright, cool. Hey, let's just call the Gladius sub. That'll work.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following
Was I really
location.
at Tressler, guys? I don't remember. Man, I only had 2 glasses of tequila. I must not have eaten anything that day.
Please visit us again.
Apologies if it got a little out of hand.
Vehicle retrieval system. Your vehicle has been
this is like the most, it takes a lot to get me like truly drunk, and I never experienced hangovers or anything, but this is like the first time that I'm experiencing like a blackout moment, but it's like the in-game equivalent, not real life, because I'm fully lucid to the rest of the events of that entire day, because I hung out with my wife and her dad. We were watching some movies in the living room too. My buzz pretty much ended 10 minutes after coming off the live stream. But it's so funny because, like, recollecting where the hell I had my armor and stuff in game is like a blackout moment. It was fun. I'm glad it was fun at least. No, wait, didn't you chuck everything in the moth box in Nyx? How the fuck did it get? That's what I'm saying. Okay, I'm not crazy. I mean, I'm crazy. I'm fully crazy. But didn't get out of Nyx until prison. That's what I thought. Let's just say everyone had a great time. Jail time even. Hell yeah. And we got out too. I mean, the ending with dying, leaving Korea was like the ultimate anticlimactic classic Star Citizen finale. But we got out. Okay, so it's not my crafted Karna, so I think that ended up staying with my heavy armor, but my light armor is here. That's what's weird. Because we were definitely in the Overlord set. But my Nighthawk Coda pistol is here. My max lift is here. My fully crafted piecemeal set is here. I mean, I'm changing either way because I love that armor set, and I was actually more sad about losing the piecemeal set than I was about the Overlord set. Now, let me just do this. Oh, no, I'm naked. I'm so sorry, guys. There we go. We're good. Oh, I did it too fast. Damn. All right, hang on. That glitch. Sometimes that'll jack it up. Oh, did they fix that? Did they fix the issue with dropping your gear too quick? I think they did. Oh, let's go. Okay. Yeah, there's my Nighthawk. What the fuck? This is crazy. And my attachments are separate? Is this where they send your junk? No, this is definitely the pistol I had because I've got this special purple flashlight on it. This is the weirdest thing. Oh, wait, hang on. I'm not wearing pants yet. Or my armor. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's finish kitting out, and then we'll get the rest going. This is so weird. Praise the belt. No, definitely didn't craft another set. It wasn't in the moth box. I can assure you of that. Otherwise, I would have it. Oh, you managed to get everything out of the moth? Fucking cool. I was pretty sure the moth was just gone. I don't know if there was really anything important in the moth. Whatever you found, feel free to keep. I'll probably just keep the custodian on for now. At least I can, because I have more ammo for that. Or no, I got some ammo here. Pyro multi-tool battery. What? Don't need that. Okay, sorry. I'm trying to... Here. Nope, just the one. Put this here. I think my other shit's still in the backpack. Let's open that. There we go. That's what I wanted. Move all. Ah! I hate after you put a backpack on, you have to toggle your inventory to get it to register. So I just want to transfer all this over. There we go. Yeah, we'll just rock the custodian. So we're already set. And I don't need that. I'll take these. Okay. I think we're looking pretty good. I'm glad we got our max lift back. Clear all filters. Hope your whole B doesn't randomly blow up on you immediately after takeoff like it did for me twice. Damn, Tanith, really? Oh, that sucks. I quit using it because it felt too risky. That's... So I do know that it seems to be really fragile. We'll go... Oh, there we go. That's why. It does seem to be pretty fragile compared to other ships, like bumping around stations and such. Like, that's... I've definitely seen that being a problem. Okay, let's see. Oh, that is an empty Hurston multi-tool, but we will take it. Oh, there we go. Can I stack these? Are these going to cooperate? They are. Nice. Okay. We got our JS500. We get... One of these has the medical device. There it is. Oh, I didn't bring the damn... I bought the medical tool, and I never brought it with me. Okay, I think we're good for the most part. I think we got everything we need. I'm not missing anything. Let's do a little sanity check. Okay, yeah. Alright. Well, awesome, man. Got our piecemeal set back. Yeah, I'll probably just run into the medical here and grab a refill for my med tool that I bought at Grimhex and totally spaced on when I left. So, that's just me being dumb. So we'll go ahead and rectify that real quick. Sorry, I'm messaging my dad real quick. Timing is peak. I bought stuff and left it behind multiple times. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a good majority of us a lot of the time. I wonder if 900 quality crafted light armor can be as good as base level heavy. Probably not. I would say you're looking at maybe a 25 to 26% damage mitigation. So it's still going to be quite a bit less. It's going to be pretty damn good for light armor, though. Plus, moving fast, I have a little bit more of that temperature buff. I didn't need to go here. Man, my brain. I am Captain Scatterbrain today. Holy shit.
Looking to improve your health?
Yeah, I haven't seen too many 900s. I do know in the 800s we got the, it was either mid-8s or low 9s. We got the the Overlord Supernova set to 45% damage mitigation, which is pretty good. So, a little sad that that's gone. It's like invisible? That's fine. Alright. Now, isn't there... There should be a freaking storage terminal in here somewhere. There's gotta be. Like, why? There it is. Jeez. They're tucked all the way back here next to the damn elevator. Let's put those over. Now we'll go ahead and swap it. That's our salvage multi-tool. Okay, healing. Throw in a tube. Oh, that's why I'm feeling so good. They fixed my arm. Man, that shoulder had been bugging me for like a week. Another update. What's this? So I think they just overhauled the hotfix in. I think that's all it was. Oop, let's put our helmet on before we go out the freight elevator. At some point, head to Nick's home base and check storage for science, because if it's not the moth, you stash it in station storage. Yeah, possibly. Wow, I got it first try. Holy shit. I just randomly guessed what station I'm at. Or, what cargo bay. Wait. I don't think I grabbed the waste. Hold on. I'm surprised I actually remembered that. We gotta get the poop. Hakun, you really are in my head. Oh, it didn't spawn here either. Damn. All right, yeah, that I wouldn't take that poop senior mission. That's just not good. No bueno. All right. Close that up. Ah, shit. Ah, no shit. Not today. What if the first place gave us everything, actually? Because there were several 32 SCU boxes. I guess we'll see when we go to turn it in. No dodo? No doo-doo. Definitely dodos. In Winrose. Lots of dodos. God, I killed so many dodos. I understand now why the dodos went extinct. Oh, hello, Vanguard. That's a little terrifying. Woo! Gotta get out of here. Angry Bugger. Oh, the missions have sick names now. Easy to find direct hauls. Wait, did they change the naming scheme and I didn't notice that? Collect shipment. What do you mean collect shipment? I'm just gonna use this the dog leg. No, I'm pretty sure the one I'm looking at is ArcL2. Because if it was Seraphim, it'd be like 60 gigs away. I think that's just a leftover for the collection. Because we have everything. At least we should. I was gonna place something on your ship grid. Oh, is that you, Blue Dragon? You sneaky motherfucker? Good stuff. Alright, let's see. Aorus. This is where we would be turning in all the poop. You pop out. And my gosh, nav. Oh, it's one of those days. The nav is horrible. Hurston. They say like junior direct, stellar medium, senior stellar medium. Okay. Collects are all the poop. Well, they would have been. Like right now, we only have the master rank mission tracked. Deliver shitty aluminum. Yeah. Yeah, we might actually have all the waste on board. Because we got the 432s there. And I think it was only 149 SCU. So maybe the mission bugged to where it said we had to collect it all and drop it at Everest, but it gave it all to us? We're gonna find out. We'll see. Yo, Catfish, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Also, Carlos, thank you so much on YouTube. A bug that's in favor? Yeah, I know, right? So the one-stop stuff is direct. Yeah, okay, so I'll have to check that out. Yo, Chain Beast, what's going on? Good to see you in the chat. What is this sorcery? Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. It might not actually be working in our favor. I'm just kind of like making a little guess. Maybe. We'll see. The waste missions almost always put it in one of the pickup locations. For me, there it is! Burr Metalsphere coming in with the spoiler. Ah, well, now we know. No, that's kind of what I was thinking. Because when I started, I remember when we picked it all up, I did have a fleeting thought of like, holy shit, that's a lot of 34s for this one spot. Like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit everything on this ship if it's all going to be this large. But like, no, it's only 149 SCU of cargo. So, yeah, I think it gave it all to us at by Genie when we did our first pickup. So, yeah. It's like one of those cases where, wow, this actually is a feature instead of a bug. Man. Direct has been in use in the mission titles for a while. That is true. I just didn't know if maybe they had changed up some of the other language. Multiple stop cargo missions only give the cargo at one spot. Okay. I wonder how common that's been, because I guess I haven't really done it that much. That's fair. Did you install the Kraken pack? I didn't. Actually, shit, I forgot about that. I gotta check and see if it's still in my DMs on Discord. Oh, speaking of Discord. Oh, is Legionnaire? Are you... Hey, let me see if I can add him. Legionnaire 85. Let me add him to our stuff. There he is. Incoming group chat.
Quantum travel complete.
I don't think people want it fixed. Oh yeah, the way it gives you all the cargo in one spot. Yeah, I wouldn't. I'd be surprised. It's like, hold on. Alrighty. Let's find ourselves in Everest Harbor. Deliver to the other side. We're going to avoid the OM node. We're going to aim at that Wicklow Emporium until we're around the other side of the planet. And then we'll just manually stop and redirect. Hot damn, that took us a lot farther out than I expected, but we should be able to go straight there now. So this means it's time for Garbage Man Hakun to make a return. Yeah, just all the shit everywhere. Just grab it all. There we go. I still really love how it feels to fly this thing. Turn off! Stupid phone. There we go. Let's get over here. Well, let's do a little sciencing then. We'll see if we can pick up another one. So everything should be going here then. The poop and all. So this is going to be about a 600k turn-in. Which, thinking about it, yeah, it's about 2 hours of work for 600k. It's not really a quick way to make money by any means. Well, it's fun, you know, if you enjoy hauling. It's still a nice little fat bit of cash. Have you ever thought about using an IR head tracker? I got one. It makes parking positioning so much easier. Yeah, totally. I actually have a Tobii eye tracker that I have yet to just go ahead and reinstall. It is a little annoying for viewers. I've gotten good feedback about it being a little bit of a pain in the ass to watch somebody using all the time, especially like just like looking around to chat and all here. Like I have to remember to turn it off, otherwise while I'm looking over, my character's head is constantly like bobbing around like this the whole time, and it's I got a lot of feedback that that was a little bit much. All right. But yeah, they are really awesome. I ended up using my head tracker mostly if I was like maybe just making videos or just playing on my own, but I would often have it turned off while streaming, because I am not trying to make the audience struggle to watch. Weird, I haven't heard the same said for my head tracking. Yeah, it might also be one of, like, maybe it's in my settings too, or maybe I can do some of that like auto turn off stuff so that when I'm out of the ship or not flying, it doesn't spin around and bother folks. Here we go. About right here should be pretty good. Let's get properly stopped this time. There we go. Oh, I can't transfer in the whole sea even with this space break. Oh, are you trying to do the auto load grid? Because that's, yeah, not really working right now. Or are you trading though, or? It's one of the reasons that I went to the speed limiter instead of the space brake. Damn, that was a good parking job. Shit, I'm getting really good at this. Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, the auto loading experience in the whole sea is still pretty bad. Speed limiter is what I'm using. Yep. Yeah, it's like sometimes they would take like a tiny little bit off, but most of the time the auto offload wasn't working at all. And then when you go to actually manually click to offload, you start realizing you have boxes on top of boxes, and then it gets to be real fun. I've gotten more use out of my Golem Ox recently than ever, just using it to wrangle the boxes that end up getting thrown out from the whole sea. For ships that can be stored in a cargo configuration, anything but a hull really, is there still a bug with having the cargo loaded pre-summoning to hangar? So, I don't know if maybe you can give me an example of what you're talking about. From what I understand, ships that can be stored in cargo configuration, so yeah, basically anything but a hull C, is there still a bug with having the cargo loaded pre-summoning? So, I've had a good time recently doing some trade auto-loading stuff to ships, like the Hermes, hell, even the whole B. But I don't know if that's exactly what you're talking about. I haven't noticed a problem this patch for that. Evening, gents. Anyone else mining have problems with placing gadgets? Oh yeah, gadgets can be a real pain. Are you talking about placing them on moons or planets or in space? Because I think in space, it might just be good old Pyro that has the proper ghost hologram for the gadget. I think we figured that out, or we were talking about that during the Mole live stream recently. Refinery autoload had issues, but I hadn't tested the latest. Oh, that's fair. Okay, yeah, if you're talking about the refinery, that has the same problem the whole sea has, where it wants to put boxes on top of each other. Whoa, let's get back there. In space, yeah, so in space, I'm sure you probably already know how to interact with the gadget, you know, holding down F to get it to highlight and then click place, and you should see a little ghost icon to show you where to put the gadget. And I think from what I've gathered talking to folks on the live stream, it seems that Pyro's the only place where that seems to actually work as intended. In other places, you don't seem to get the ghost hologram to be able to place the item, so you really have to mess with it. You can still get it to work, it's annoying. For me, it's taken a lot of hold F, click place, try. Hold F, click place, try. Like, on repeat. For commodities, haven't had any issues. Yeah, same. Commodity trading is pretty great right now as compared to cargo hauling. Until they get that box collision issue fixed. There we go. I think that's everything. It's so easy to unload this ship. God, I love this thing. Alright. Man, this probably would become my primary hauler, and then my whole C would be like my dedicated heavy hauler. The whole B, man. If they give the same attention to detail and love they did for the whole B to the whole D and E that are coming out, that's exciting. I hope, dude. I hope. And yeah, alright, that's everything. That's both missions. So confirmed. Everything got delivered to our ship from the first pickup for the shit. Really? So your mining gadget was working fine in 4.7, just not 4.7.1. Are you, which system are you in? Are you in Stanton Pyro Nix? I'm gathering data. And there we go. We're not as broke now, guys. We should have made more than that. 294. Did we get a partial turn-in for the master rank? 204 or 294 and 20. What? That should have been a 380 something in a 209. Did we hit the time limit for the contract? What the fuck happened? That's crazy. Hang on. Yeah, this was a 380 something AUEC contract. Did they turn on time limits? I know we're just like drifting through space right now. It's okay. Yeah, we got gypped, bro. That's like, see, there's the balance, guys. We got the benefit of getting all of the waste in one stop, but then they knocked off like 100K of our earnings. Well, shit. All right. Wow, we really drifted there. Goddamn. Hull be on the verge of being in my permanent fleet. Yeah, I mean, for good reason. It's a really great little ship. I do hope they make it a little bit tougher, because like right now, I mean, even turning in a hangar, you can blow her up. So I think that, you know, gets to an issue that Commander Tanith was having, where the ship just kind of feels fragile. That's fair. As far as cargo usefulness, though, this thing's a dream. Hope the D&E get diagonal grid as well, even if it still can't land with cargo. I agree. I think this is an incredibly useful method for dispersing the cargo. I do hope, though, that they iterate on it and we're allowed to cross streams. I think that'll be important, because right now you can't. You have to stick to the single grid that you're on based on separation. That's also not a deal breaker. Actually, it might need to be that way, because that's the hinge that these actually collapse on. So that's an engineering restriction. That's a hardware restriction. I know it's a video game, but still, you know, I'm thinking about it in that sense. So I'm actually okay with that then. The separation's fine. I think that they can make it work really well. It's just going to be probably a multi-layered, much larger system. But I really hope that's the path they take. That's going to be really cool. Okay, let's see. Grab this. There we go. Close that up. Open. Pyro RMB clusters. Yeah, it should be working for you. That's crazy. That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that the gadgets are jacked up now. Because, yeah, I think you probably... Is that Blue Dragon? What's up, bud? Hey, you want to come on in? Oh, man. You know, these are some of the funnier moments of being a streamer that I enjoy. Oh, gosh. I don't know that this is somebody that I know. Hey, bud. Probably is. Here. You gotta squeeze in. We gotta get real tight. This is an intimate space. Oh, shit. No. Oh, man. I messed up my door. So, what's in the box? They fold again, so it's not an excuse. Is he trying to place it? I need to make sure that, sorry, just double checking on Legionnaire there. Looks like a gift. It does look like a gift. What is this? Ready up helmet red. Ah. Wait, hang on. See if I can figure this out. Oh, I'm gonna end up dying. My life support's off. Nope, I can't do it. Shit. There, it's stored. What is that? Ready Up helmet. It's a defendable, affordable soft shell helmet alternative built for the space age. Plastic. Ready Up provides a vacuum ready seal to keep you breathing for longer. Well, thank you for that. Wait, hang on. Is there like an American salute? Because that is the stupidest thing. No offense to anybody who salutes like that. That's just my American militariness coming out, you know. Come on. I know, and you guys have seen the mirrored image, so like I have to do it opposite for you guys to see me doing it properly. Drugs in the box. Alright, hang on. Let me see. Where is my storage? I'll try the helmet on, if it'll work with like the undersuit. Hang on, we're gonna try this. What is this? Why doesn't it... Uh-oh. Oh god. Where'd it go? Well. Wait, is it in my backpack still, maybe? I don't understand. No, there it is. Okay, hang on. Let's try that. Store. What is that helmet? How do I... Is it like clothing? So I don't know what happened to the cache. We just kind of got ripped off. Well, I'll have to check that out later. I can't seem to get it on. Receives gift, proceeds to throw it away. No, no way. Why can't I swap my armor in this godforsaken game? Just lost my backpack trying to put a freaking helmet on. Oh, jeez. That sounds like a frustrating. It goes as cloth, no suit. Oh! Doesn't go with armor. Thanks, dude. Okay, gotcha. I'll have to check that out then with a nice clothing set. Well, thank you for the gift, my friend. Sorry, I ditched your Vanguard. That was funny. Go contribute to my IC. Oh, is that for Sweaty Nug? Yeah. Hey, feel free to drop your issue console links in the chat, guys. That can help out. I'm gonna see. What do you got here as possible hauling mission? We got anything? Let's do a Dead Saints mission. Let's get some Dead Saints rep. There's some good money. Delivered a Grim Hex from Ashland, which is Pyro. Can we go from here? Collect. There we go. Cryopods from Tisa to Pyro 2. See what other ones we got. Sears Canyon, collect from Cruel 4, Pyro 5. Collect from Grimhex, go to Pyro 1, 4, 4, 1, 1. We'll try it. Alright, we're gonna go to Tisa, and we're gonna go to Grimhex. And we're gonna collect naughty stuff. Coming along, Blue Dragon, or heading out? Oh, I gotta let you... Oh, yeah, you're right. We're not in a party. I'm sorry. My bad. It's my first time, dude. It's my first time. Forgive me. Well, I did that backwards. Close. Alright, let me get back to trying to add Legionnaire. Got too much going on at once. Okay. Try to solve this. Okay, I think he got it. Awesome. We're good. Let's go. All right, moving on. Thank you, Blue Dragon. Appreciate it. Why don't I get any Dead Saints contracts? All headhunters. You might need to knock out the entry mission, possibly. Check the Unverified tab, of course, like you just saw us. I think you just have to be in Stanton. I don't remember what I did for the first one, but you just go to Unverified and then Interstellar Hauling, and Dead Saints should pop up. It might be Pyro is the starting mission location. I can't remember. It's been too long, so I apologize for not being as useful there. Let's set course for... Oh, no, we're here. We're at Hurston. We just got to go down below. Go ahead and retract for now until we get down there. Love watching that in action. Yeah, thanks again, Blue Dragon. Appreciate it. All right. Okay, that made me really nervous. I was like, wait a minute, it's gonna put us to the station. We're good. All right, Lorville, here we come. Also shows the fold unfold live on the screen. Yeah, and the hologram in the top left. It's pretty cool. I like that. But yeah, Sweaty, let me know if you're able to find Dead Saints under the Unverified tab. You might need to go to Pyro to get the starting mission. I really can't remember. Alright. We're going to head down to Tisa, and then we're going to head over to Grimhex to grab this stuff, and then we're going to be taking it into Pyro. And wow, Hurston looks so much better since I turned up my graphic settings on the clouds and all. Damn. See all the, like, the sunlight shafts and shit coming through? That's fantastic. Alright, we'll knock out these Dead Saints hauling contracts. And then, if you guys want, we'll go play with some Windrows. We'll pop in, see what it's like. I might fire up... I might do, like, a stream toggle. That way I can change the title and everything and not be, like, super misleading on it or whatever. So I'll probably just do an extended stream day. So, Bearze, I am running the 3080 Ti, the Nvidia 3080. As far as my settings, I'll show you guys while we're cruising. I've always kept most things just in high, or medium, actually. Recently I went to high, but I just ticked up volumetric clouds and gas clouds to very high. And my system's been handling it really well. I don't have any, like, motion blur or any of that bullshit on. I don't have the game maxed out. I am in performance DLSS, which helps massively on my system to not cook too hard. And it's been a transformative experience as far as the visuals for the clouds, because they were all coming in really, like, pixelated and digital, and now they look like clouds. Proper clouds. What's up, Ohawk? Gonna have to ask again, is this the reset of crafted stuff and minerals confirmed for 4.8? Confirmed? No. Rumor? Yes. Rumor started by players, likely, so it's a big unknown as far as I know, unless anybody in the chat has seen anything from the devs or gotten any word out of the Evo side. I haven't seen anything Evo side about a reset. I do know that in PTU, our weapons, especially according to Edric, those were getting reset, but I don't think it's planned. It might happen as an uh-oh, but not as an intentional wipe. I would switch Vulkan to DIR? Oh, to DirectX? No, I've actually had a much better time with the Vulkan system. I used to run Direct, but my Vulkan's been playing pretty well. Let's go. Gear down. We're going to go ahead and extend again. Check out the graphic on the left. It'll go ahead and open up. Character repair will also reset quality. That I hadn't heard. I think they got to do something as all the planets have been farmed and there's no high quality material left. Oh no, there is. I don't think that's how that works. Unless that's been confirmed by somebody. I haven't had any issue finding good quality stuff. Aside from Hephaestonite, because Hephaestonite just sucks. Hate that stuff. Alright.
Warning.
Shut up. Warning. No warnings. We're fine. Alright, going VTOL. Gonna come in a little further this way so we don't tap the hangar as we come down. There we are. All I see is regular hauling, not interstellar, and the hauling ones are all headhunters. Are you currently in the Stanton system? Found 815 Hadnite. Nice, yeah. Yeah, the hand minables have been easier to find higher quality stuff. More so than a lot of the ship minables for me. But I know there's a lot of RNG that goes into that. Alright. Oh, no, not that way. Here we go. Yahar, fiddle-dee-dee, being a pirate's all he to be. I can't with you, dude. Jeez. Stanton, yeah. So there, I know it might be a pain in the ass, but if you want to see, try heading over to Pyro side and check out there to see if maybe you get like the Welcome to the Dead Saints sort of starter mission. That might be it, because Pyro is a big part of it, and it is kind of like smuggling, so that would be my guess. I know it might be a pain in the ass. But I mean, if you're going to do Dead Saints anyway, you're going to be going back and forth between Pyro and Stanton a lot. So that's my guess. Next time I get into a PTU, I might need to do a clean reset to take a mental note of where all the starter missions are. What'd you think of that high AOA landing I sent you? I have not seen it yet. When did you send that to me? Oh, there it is. Over 50 degrees. Angle of attack. Damn. Sorry, guys. It's probably really loud. Let me turn that down. Man, were you just fucking around? That's crazy. Holy shit. I'm watching it now. My dude came in determined to do a Connie-style chin slap in his F-18. Oh, show everyone? Okay. I can do that. Wait. Damn it, get off my secondary screen. There we go. Here. Pro level landing right here, baby. This guy's a Connie pilot. Tell me if you can tell. Up. I learned I can pull harder and spin recovery. Nice. It'll buff out. Oh, your front landing gear's gone. Shit. That was good. Oh, man. Alright, let's grab this stuff. Definitely will try. Thanks. Yeah, man, happy to help. I really hope that's what it is. That way you can get into the Dead Saints stuff. Now, like Red Wind Interstellar and Ling Family, Dead Saints is still only limited to rookie level missions, as far as I know. So we don't have any real progression beyond that. But for the little tiny bits of cargo you transport, it is some seriously good money. It's kind of comical to use a whole B for it, if I'm being honest. But, you know, why change ships? We're human. We're smuggling frozen human bodies on the outside of our whole B. What could go wrong? It's fine. It's fine, guys. We're good. All right. On to Grimhex. I think his front landing gear went directly to his gonads. Yeah. Yeah, AT, it looks like your F-18 kind of kicked you in the dick with the landing gear. What should I do if I'm trying to go through a gateway and when I finish I'm still in the same place? So that's a real pain. The first thing I would probably try to do if you're able to is maybe get into a lower population shard. You can tell what you're in by using the R_display_info2 that's on my screen to the left here to check and see how many people are in. Like I got about 167 people in this server, and a lot of times having a really packed shard or game server like the overall game mesh will make it really tough to get through wormholes. Outside of jumping to a different shard, try to stay in the middle. It doesn't matter currently if you hit the pillars, if you hit those objects. Just try to stay as centered as possible and try not to roll too much. You basically want to minimize your chance to desync with the game, because there's a really bad lack of consistency when it comes to like server communication, which causes you to get spat out in your old system. Dare you to do that with an F-16? Oh shit. Cryojet 3000, your way of fast traveling, you won't even know. You're taken from one place to another now for only $99.99. That's good. Alright, I'm gonna turn life support on, because I am definitely going to be needing to take a drink. There we go. All systems are go. Let's pop out of here. Surprised how well the game runs. I have a Ryzen 7900X and RX 6800. I'm basically running on Ultra. Vulkan with CIG TSR is great. Planning a new GPU for VR. Nice. Yeah, I'm still running kind of outdated now compared to what I used to have, or compared to, you know, how my system was geared up for, like, you know, early 2021, 2022, because I'm still on the AMD 5950X. But it's pretty great, you know. I've now that I've changed out my AIO and my system's not overheating anymore, everything feels better. streaming. I don't have like the crazy like massive frame rate drops on Meld Studios now because my system was just running really hot because I had a bad cooler. I swapped that out, man, and game changer. It's like one of the only times that I'll kick into coupled is just to use cruise control for like getting out of atmospheres and such. Do you still get a partial turn in payout if you don't deliver one of the family members? Partial turn in or a lawsuit? Who knows? I was in the middle of telling you to drink. Wait, what? What did I miss? Why do I gotta drink? I know it's Air Force made. Damn! Oh no, don't worry, Sweaty Nug. Complain all you want, man. You're in good company as far as getting workarounds and such. Because we've all felt the pains, man, and there are a lot of us that are excited and ready to help out people, especially that are new to the game, to figure out how to get around this stuff. Because it is clunky. It is. Getting through gateways on the last stream, I tried to go through, even with my crash into the pillars, stay in the center tactic like 5 times, and I kept getting spat out in nicks until I eventually got killed and sent to prison. That was a fun time. And then, if I remember right, too, the codes at the prison weren't working right. Like, the fan wouldn't turn off when it was supposed to, and then I would give up, and then the fan would turn off. A bit of a mess. A little bit of a mess. Just spent 2 hours hauling, went to deliver, couldn't make it through the gateway, restarted game, contract gone, 2 hours gone. Yeah. So a trick to restarting the game without losing your contract is to use Alt F4. Don't back to menus, because when you Alt F4, it basically is a crash to desktop as far as the game's concerned. So when you jump back in, you should be right back in the same place, same contract, same spot, but you'll also be in the same server. You don't want to try to jump, because then you might end up shard locking your character, and that's a pain. Might have to end up doing a character repair. Yeah, it's actually a good idea. Fluid check. Let's take a drink. But yeah, if you feel like you need to, for whatever reason, kind of reset your game, it is better to do Alt F4 and then just reload the launcher, jump right back into the same game, and everything should still be in place. But it's got its moments where you're gonna dump in some time just to end up getting got by the Kraken, as some would say, or Chris Roberts, or however you want to call it. So pretty much anything you do in this game, you kind of have to go in with the back of your head of realizing I'm probably gonna lose everything, but I'm gonna have as much fun as I possibly can while doing it, and that'll help your mental health when playing Star Citizen in a pretty large way. But yeah, always feel free, especially in my chat, man, ask all the questions. If I don't know, probably one of our awesome people in the chat will know. It's a really helpful community. We also like trolling each other, but very helpful community. So there might be some, fun poked at you, so hopefully you never take that to heart too bad, because we're here to help and have fun first, but we're also a bunch of grown-ass men and women that like to talk shit. I noticed that in my crew, my group here, which I love. All right. I've also made it very clear that I'm the guy you can talk shit about, and I'm going to have a good laugh with you. I'm not going to get butthurt. That's why, what we got now? Captain Scatterbrain, Captain Dustwake, another call sign I'm not revealing yet because I told Ruck I wouldn't until it's more organic, which is really funny. And I hope I didn't get rid of the recording of why we ended up going ahead and doing that. All kinds of funny shit. PSA, if the wormhole isn't working, open the wormhole, then wait 30 seconds or so before going in. Seems to fix the issue. So, Kyle, you mean like uncalibrate? Because otherwise it's going to automatically pull you in, right? So, crack the wormhole open and then, like, go out of your nav mode to not get pulled in. Dev recommended quit instead of Alt F4, but both seem to do the same thing. Well, if you... Oh, wait, is it tilde space quit? Like, you type that into the command console? Is that what you're saying? Because that's actually the first time I've ever seen that. Because I'm a shitbag, I'm going to do mining with my mold tomorrow to try to get a 900 Karna while, WFH. Open crew, open invite to crew. Wait. Is hand mining profitable just starting? Yeah, if you find Genolite. Oh yeah, Genolite is definitely probably the most valuable. Oh, working from home. Sorry, thanks, man. Yeah, I was like, wait, what is that? Yeah, sorry guys. I had a little re moment there. But yeah, no, hand mining can definitely be profitable. You want to find a moon or a planet that's got Genolite on the surface, and it's just like Hadnite and Dolovine. It's smaller minables, so the signature is going to be huge, like 60,000, 50,000, whatever. Some of the places you can actually find at surface level, like Walla. Also Bloom and Terminus over in Pyro. You just want to be careful in Pyro and stay away from points of interest in other players as much as possible, because they will try to ruin your day. Pyro is definitely the wild, wild west. Alright, let's come out of here. Captain Riri Wake. That's a little too hard for me to say. Captain Waketard? Does that work? Alright, why am I still only seeing the damn OM node? It won't. Come on! We unnavigated. Let me see, maybe if I choose this instead. Will it reset me and then kill that? There we go. Okay, just had to toggle it a couple of times. Jump over to Selin, or Daymar. Oh, that's why I'm not rotated. Yeah, there we go. Captain Dead Riri, there you go. I gotta pump Kitty's ear every hour or so. I got permission to remote, except 99% of my job is done on location. Damn, that's tough. Captain Drunk Wake, there you go. Yeah, hopefully, how's the little one doing? Probably driven crazy by the cone, but hopefully in good shape. Last stream, yeah. That's what happens when, I guess, when you have this Esperado Blanco. I also had 2 shots of the Costco tequila before we started, but I had 2 full glasses of this without eating anything. So there's definitely a moment where it actually was affecting me, and it was feeling pretty good. And then, not even like 10 minutes after the stream, when I had some food, I was back to the way I am right now. It's like, well, that was fast. Had to take the cone off yesterday. All right. Should I save up for a mining ship, or would hand mine work out? I think that hand mining's an okay to make money. An okay way. Geez, words. Oh, okay way to make money. A bit more steps involved with how you're looking for the materials and going out with the geo or in hand. I definitely, if you're doing it by like a multi-tool, I would try to get yourself a geo or a rock or something to make that a little bit faster. But at the end of the day, I think that renting a prospector is probably going to end up getting you more earnings a bit faster, because you can go out to Pyro and mine Recite and Stellaron and make a massive amount of money. And there's also out in Pyro, again, the Janolite surface side on Bloom and Terminus. Recite is like everywhere right now in Pyro, especially at the asteroid bases. And it's good money. Stellaron too, if you come across it. Because actually, Sweaty Nug, you might not know, you can rent. Or yeah, you can also join AT with mining out of the mole tomorrow. That'd be a good time. You can also rent ships over at New Deal, or well, Vantage Rentals next to the New Deal at Tisa Spaceport, as well as Teach's and Nick's. Do we have rentals in Pyro? I don't think I've ever like noticed if there's any rentals in Pyro. I just went to hit lamp, and then I remembered, oh yeah, we don't have lamp. Not in this ship. Say a Geo is better than the Rock, because you can change the power of the Geo's laser to low power for Hadnite and higher modes for Fenmaline. Exactly. Yeah, the Geo is fantastic. I think the Rock is also still experiencing that calibration issue on its laser, where it's offset and doesn't aim properly. So there's that as well. A kitty went not lippy and pushed through the kitty door holes and found the cone back, so he did when he got put on the inside. He couldn't clean it out. Oh no, that sucks. After the stream, he went out on the porch and just started firing raw hamburger meat at joggers. Wait, what? Oh man, that sounds hilarious. Man, now I want burgers. Making me hungry, dude. There we go. Just pop right there. Pyro rentals at Gateway only. Okay, cool. So there are rentals in Pyro. Thanks for that, Essential. Awesome. Yeah, mining is a fun thing to do, man. I really enjoy it. It's a bit more complex than hauling, which I like personally, especially when you're getting gadgets involved and different modules on the heads of the mining lasers, and especially working together with other people to crack bigger rocks that are a little bit too hard to get yourself. The mole's a great time. Oh, that's somebody outside of Grim. I was like, damn, it sounded like it was right on top of me. All right. Learn how to use the Geo. Blowing up a rock's a 50-meter death ball. Yeah. Definitely want to be careful. There we go. There's our drugs. We got Slam, Neon, Etam. All the drugs. Hell yeah, Ace Pilot killed. Helmet medal achieved. One more to go. Nice. Are the freaking Ace Pilots appearing properly now, or is it you've been getting kind of lucky? Some RNG luck. If you had to guess, how much is the cheapest mining ship? It'd be the Golem. The Golem's available in game now, right, guys? It should. I can actually find actually, Sweaty Nug, because you're new. Check this out. DPS calculator, erkul.games. ERKUL.games. This is a site that I think that all new players should become intimately familiar with. It is amazing. So you can go over here on the side, and you sometimes you have to expand the website to see like the ship icon. If you go too small, it'll go away. It'll just look like this. So if you expand out, you can actually see it. Select ship or vehicle. Go to the Drake Golem. Not the Ox, that's the cargo boat, but the Golem. And then here in the middle, you scroll down, and it'll show you the shops where you can buy it. It is just over 1 million AOEC at Loreville. So that's where you can get the Golem. And then there's, of course, the Misk Prospector, which is another fantastic ship. And this one is 2.7 or about 2.8 million over there at Loreville as well. So those are the two lowest cost ships to use for mining. The Golem is great. It is going to be kind of hard to break the bigger stuff, but it is a good stepping stone for getting into ship mining and learning how to use modules and all, because you can crack some big rocks with it. You get into that double surge life, you're breaking some real big boys. But it's a learning curve for sure. But this website is an incredible way also to outfit your stuff with different components, gadgets, whatever it is, because I think that you can even go to the head and actually put a gadget on. Yeah, you'll actually see the gadgets here. You know, your Rigers and such, and how it would affect fracture power and all. Definitely a good site. Yeah, I do have a YouTube video that actually goes over how to use this site on the channel. So if you go to my channel and you type in like DPS calculator Urkel, it should pop up. Lots of guides, lots of stuff to help out for that kind of stuff. But yeah, Urkel is amazing. All right, let's get the rest of these drugs on board. Yeah, not only ships, but showing where you can buy components, weapons, all kinds of goodies. All right. There we go. I think that is everything. We're going to tear out of here real fast. Golem kind of rough right now to crack any useful rocks. Definitely a challenge. I'd say Golem can be hard mode for sure. 10% chance on the orange security patrol. Still have to kill them before the objective and disable them with distortion so they don't go flying. Oh, wait, so you've actually managed to get it to work by disabling with the distortion? Because I thought that kind of locked you out. That's good to know. What's up, Dark Angel? How you doing? All right, let's get up here. Oh, would help if I turn my engines on. Okay, gateway time. Actually, nav. Nope, it's going to be annoying. Roger that. Looks like your ship's gotten into some of that slam, possibly.
Launch sequence complete.
All right. Pretty good. Trying not to buy that new armor. Carbon looks nasty. Oh boy. Wait, is that the wolf set that came out? Alright, let's see if we can get a decent rotate out of here. We should be just small enough to do a full rotate in these hangars. If you didn't know that, now you do. That's why I was thinking that these hangars weren't too small, but I think you guys are right, though, about the elevator. That is what I think requires us to maybe want a larger hangar. Okay, let's get out of here. High sec, gray, and carbon fiber. That sounds awesome. Last question, if I buy a mining ship, will I have to buy a bunch of attachments for it? Not really a bunch. So the Golem comes with a laser head that you can't swap, so that takes care of that. If you get the Prospector, I would recommend getting a Hofstad or a Helix laser head. This is where it is a little bit more complicated than some other game loops. And then there are a couple of staple modules that you would want to get that you probably got to go to Levski for. The Ryger C3 or Focus 3s you can pretty much get anywhere. And there are some gadgets that you can actually put onto rocks and stuff that you can buy from different mining areas that are pretty good. To plug myself again, if you want to look, I've got a Mole Masterclass video that's about 46 minutes long about mining. And you can apply most of that video to the Golem and the Prospector. So that might be a pretty good way to help out. There are also tons of other content creators that have done some really good mining stuff as well. There we go. Let's see if we can get over here. Because it gets pretty nuanced between having the gadgets versus the modules on the laser heads, the lasers themselves, which ship you want to buy. So it's a little bit of a dive, you know. It can be a little overwhelming, but I would say just kind of dive in and start, even if it's with the basic standard stuff, to get used to how it feels. Like the Golem with its regular pitman arm that you can't really swap anyway. You know, just grab that ship, go out, find some asteroids to break. You will have a better time looking for asteroids to mine than stuff on moons and planets, because they tend to be a lot bigger on moons and planets, where the Golem can't really touch those without some serious effort. You know, throwing in a Saber gadget with like a double surge to really build the power, which probably sounds like a lot of blah 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 blah, like Charlie Brown, wah 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 wah, until you really get in and actually experience it. But it's a fun world, dude. It's a good time. Yeah, I've got a couple of mining videos that feature the mole, because that's what I like to main out of, but it's a lot. But yeah, all of the tips in that video should definitely help a lot, because a lot of that can carry over to Golem Prospector mining as well. Hull C is too a hit or miss to be your only ship. Yeah, I would agree with that. Was somebody asking that? L22 paint to match. I know I've been avoiding that paint, man, just because like I'm such a paint slut, so I'm trying to avoid that. Every time I try to rotate, I hit the wall on both sides. Oh no. Well, okay, I'll definitely have to watch. Awesome. Prospector with Helix 1 and a Torrent and Focus 3 works thus far. Yeah, that's a good combo. I definitely like the Torrent for speeding things up. And maybe if you're getting freshly into mining, throwing on a couple of Focus 3s to give yourself that extra window to take away some of the concern until you get a little bit more confident with controlling the laser power, and then maybe get rid of a Focus 3 in favor of a C3 or a Torrent 3. So many cool combos, man. The mining game loop is so much fun. It's not for everybody, but man, I love it. I just can't wait for hauling to kind of rival it as far as how like in-depth the game loop gets, like we were talking about earlier in the stream, with having like proper cargo centers on planets, more fleshed out cargo interfaces, maybe like manifests, inventory check type stuff. I mean, hell, I would even love to have like the little SKU scanners that you would have for boxes or something to that effect, I guess, that we could use with our Mobi-Glass to keep track of things. Stay at max distance, find that sweet spot on the rot, and just let it cruise. Yep, exactly. Alright. Now, let's see how well this shard's behaving. Are we going to be able to get into Pyro? Scared to rotate with the whole B, because if you fart too loud, the ship will go red. You're not wrong, dude. It is so fragile, man. That is probably my biggest complaint with the whole B is it is fragile. Kind of like the, there's the same problem with the Mark II, oh boy, saw that asteroid last minute, the Aurora, like the nose, you know, you would just like look at it wrong and it would turn red. Sorry, I just saw a text from a buddy of mine who thought that I was parked next to his car, and he got all excited and came over to the guy to say, "What's up?" And it wasn't me. Fail. Got to keep my phone handy just in case my wife needs anything, because she's out and about. The little ones are just chilling back here in their little doggy beds. Not a care in the world. Also, I don't know if Sweaty's still watching the stream or if he's diving into that mining video, but for anyone who's curious about my tactic for trying to get to the wormhole in one go, I'll show you what I do. Will it work? I don't know. It's hard to say. It's not been all that stable lately, so we'll find out. If I get through in one try, I will be very happy. It seems like going from Nyx to other places is the bigger problem child versus going from like Stanton to Pyro or Pyro to Stanton. That's me speaking very much anecdotally, though. I don't know if that is, you know, everybody else's experience. Still here? What's up? All right. Give offerings to the belt for safe passage. Wait, I got a few lives that I can sacrifice on the back, right? We got 2 missions. We don't need both. Nice expanse style slowdown here. There we go. Right. Calibrating. Delayed? Okay, there we go. Just realized the game's kind of quiet. Oh, now it's loud. Jeez, alright, no, so different sounds are just being weird. Okay. See what happens. I think Hakun's offering himself. Alright. So we're just going to keep this as centered as possible. You can use your thrust side to move around your velocity indicator, but I'm just going to try to not roll much, and I'm not really trying to actually hit the pillars, like, intentionally. I'm just trying to stay in the middle. If the pillar's there, the pillar's there. It's fine. Eventually, they're going to matter. I would have to imagine that at some point you don't want to hit those, but right now it is purely style. They're not actually doing anything. They sound crazy to hit. All right, here comes our color shift. Belt doesn't want a ginger sacrifice, no soul to consume. Damn. He's called himself out. Alright, and I think we did it. Yeah, we got through. No. Did we? Yes. Shit. Alright, can't see anything. I think we're good. And we're out. Ha! Okay, so on this trajectory, we're going to want to go to probably Pyro 1 first. You can also quit by bouncing off the wall. I wouldn't try that myself. I haven't seen that actually work. I've heard about it, though, so, I mean, maybe, but I don't know. Anytime that I've hit the wall, it's always ended up throwing me back in the previous system. So we got Pyro 1 and 2, and then Pyro 4. Okay, so we'll hit Pyro 1 first. Nice big jumps out here. Thought I was destroying my ship every time I hit one. Yeah, the sound of it is pretty insane. And eventually, I think it's gonna matter. I think it's gonna maybe sap your quantum fuel or cause distortion damage or maybe even physical damage to your ship. But currently, it's just an aesthetic. It's just a visual placeholder. Like, I don't like crashing through the pillars. It breaks the immersion. I would rather be like spinning around and dodging them and doing all this cool stuff. But every time I do that, I end up getting thrown back in my old system. So I'm like, all right, well, I guess I'll just go through straight and boring and just hit everything. Yeah, it's supposed to distort you exactly like the walls do. Until eventually you suffer enough distortion damage that I think you just get dropped out of the wormhole. Every pillar hits one more tear in the space-time continuum. Yeah, I'm just like wrecking the verse, man. One pillar at a time, tearing apart the fabric of the universe. That's actually why the Vandul are coming after us. They're like, stop it, you're destroying everything. How's the range on the B? Are you using the stock quantum drive? I'm actually running the Stealth Grade A quantum drive, the Spicule that I call the Sparkle. Range is amazing though. 5.7 SCU of quantum fuel. I am so glad they didn't dick around with the SCU range because like the Asgard, the Raft, a lot of those ships have like less than 2 SCU. Nah, man, I mean, for a hauler of this caliber, or even like exploration vessels too, like the Corsair, having over 5 SCU is fantastic. I think the range is really good. If you hit the secret pillar, the whole verse experiences the 30k. Oh, that would be hilarious. Every time it's a 30k, someone's gonna be like, God damn it, Deadwake, he hit the pillar. But yeah, if I wasn't running this quantum drive, I would definitely be running the Chimera. The Chimera is amazing at size 2. If you got your hands on an XL1, you're happy. You know, there's nothing to say. But if you don't have an XL1, the Chimera is fantastic. And for me liking to stay low on the signature side of things, to stay more stealthy, I tend to run with the Sparkle. Harder to come by, though. Captain Deadverse. Oh, jeez. So many names. But yeah, based on our pathing for this, to knock out these 2 missions, we'll drop at Pyro 1, then Pyro 2, and then finish up at Pyro 5. I'll probably take a brief intermission to let the dogs run out and go play. But if you guys, after that, if you're wanting to come along for the rest of the stream, I'm going to actually kill the stream and restart. We're going to get into some Windrose. We're going to get into some of that new pirate gameplay, because I think there's enough people that want to actually see how the game functions. So consider it a demo Let's Play opportunity. Captain 30k Wake. I like it. My buddy just randomly got 8 mil and bought me a Spirit to haul. Oh shit, there you go. Yeah, there is a lot of money just flying around the verse right now. So it's not going to be uncommon for you to come into a bunch of money. I have been trying to avoid it. I keep giving away any of the money I get now because I went from being a several billionaire to giving all that money away and then enjoying not having everything. Every time you hit a pillar, God kills a kitten. Oh no! Damn, that actually kind of makes me feel bad. I like cats. Agreed on the QT fuel. I use the Chimera. I don't use anything military. I pretty much stealth civilian only. Yep, I make an exception for radars though. Competition here. Yeah, because you can go down to that 1 pip, right? Military and civilian radars allow you to go down to that 1 pip. It's kind of funny that even with a stealth quantum drive or stealth radar, I have the minimum requirement here. And again, this is why I keep taking off the tractor beams, because I'll turn them off to, that was good timing, to have a lower signature, but like you'll hear the beeping in the background every time we like go out of quantum or go into quantum. These fucking tractor beams keep turning themselves back on, and I'm like, no, stop it. When trying to all stealth, is it just stealth A components needed? Not necessarily, because like on the power plant side of things, the stealth grade A actually has a higher signature than the grade B. So for me, I run a less is more approach on most things. Like the quantum drives, I want the grade A because especially at size 2, the grade B is 200,000 kilometers a second. It's so slow for size 2. The grade A is 244 kilometers a second. And the Chimera is like 280 something. All right, here we go. Let me switch missions to make sure we track the right one. Also, when you're coming into Pyro 1 here, you want to make sure you don't come over a distortion cloud or you will not be leaving the planet. Rustville is taking all of our stuff. Okay, cool. And it is right down there. Roger, Dodger. I'm actually not going straight to Rustville because I don't want to alert people that I am quantuming to that place. Oh, did you hear that people found out who's making the battle cruiser, or you're not wanting me to tell you? Oh, is it a leak? You can tell me on the back end, just in case anybody doesn't want to have it spoiled in chat, if you want to DM me. I'm considering making an alt account just to have a place to send unwanted funds. For now, I sent it all to CIG. There you, there you go. I've been looking at that game, heard a lot of good things. Oh, at Windrose? Yeah, man, I melted like my entire day yesterday playing. It's a lot of fun. So we'll be doing that after we finish up all these hauls. It's not really a leak. They put it on one of the lore sites. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, if it's not, that's fine. If anybody wants to link it or talk about it in chat, I'm not going to restrict that. Go for it. Wait a minute. Oh, son of a bitch. It's an NPC, so I just gotta go full stealth, and then they won't be able to find me. Holy crap, trying to learn how to fly uncoupled. The learning curve is harsh. It can be a little tough. Have you seen my decoupled little tutorial vids? I did put out like a 3-part series on that. This is where I really wish we had lamp. I'm just looking at our altimeter right now. It's gonna be tough to stay unseen by this dude. As long as we don't actually aggro him too, it should be alright. Not getting actual data on what ship that is either. Fire the missiles! Yeah, I do have missiles. Yeah, we could, I guess, right? Why have I lost? There we go. I can't stay on this guy. There it is. What the fuck? That must be a low signature ship or something. Alright, I don't feel like messing with it. Crazy flip out grids, but no lamp, exactly. Turn my headlights on, but I kind of like flying dark here. We're gonna do sonar bouncing. There we go. This is another way. This is my Subnautica method. The sonar bounce. It's not sonar, but you know, that's how it reminds me from my days in Subnautica. Hey, look, we got some Hadanite right there too. Just trying to tease me. Oh, did you hear that there is a team working on a KSP successor by the original devs and modders? So are we getting a revamped KSP 2? But not the mess of a shit show that was the tease that was the actual KSP 2? That'd be amazing. Alright, go headlights on now. Let's see, I need to find... There's one. Is there another one over there? Yep, there it is. Okay. Make sure I'm not locked on to anything, and then now let me go down.
Landing gear down. Landing successful. Engines off.
Alright, I'm gonna go fully dark. Nothing but our cooler on, which will drop us to sub 1K EM. It's called Kitten Space Agency? No shit. That would be wild. It's also on the Discord. Okay, cool. Talking about the battle cruiser that they've unveiled. Whoa, hang on, am I? Yep, I got my helmet on. I'm just... My HUD isn't all showing up, so I might have the HUD glitch, which you usually can fix with an Alt F4, but yeah, we're okay for now. Oh god, alright, yeah, we gotta be fast, because we're in this piecemeal set, and we're on like one of the hottest frickin' planets in Pyro. 2 SEU of ETAM, probably this one. And then What else? What else? Slam and neon. Yeah, we do not have long. There we go. Woo! Wait a minute, where the hell? Oh, it's over there. Damn, I went way too far. How'd you scan the ground? So it's the activate your radar button. By default on keyboard and mouse, it should be your tab key. That'll allow you to do the sort of sonar pinging I just did. That's also how you can ping for like asteroids to scan for mining and such. It's in comm links. Okay, cool. I'll check that out. All right, bring this over. Make sure I send this up. Yeah, we're already heating up. Oh, come on. No time for this. Whole B looks pretty ominous in that lighting too, right? I like it. All right, here we go. Send it down. There it is. Moving on. Now Pyro 2 and Pyro 4. This mission is why the cloud is needed. No landing with the full load. Just shuttle what you need. Exactly. I can't wait for that, man. That's going to be so much fun. Yo, Milton Azevedo. Azevedo. Sorry about that. Thank you for that follow, Milton. Appreciate it. I'm wearing a shirt that says Milton. It's my father-in-law's bar out in North Carolina, Milton 66. If you guys ever find yourself in Milton, Milton 66 is an amazing place. All right, here we go.
Engines on.
Engines on. Let's get out of here.
Launch sequence complete. Landing gear up.
Love that skittering engine sound. Land a cat inside the ironclad and use it to haul cargo from ground to space. That'd be nuts, wouldn't it? Now the ironclad won't be that big. I will definitely be using the Golem Ox to ferry stuff around out of the ironclad to do this kind of stuff. The whole B is great. I like the whole C as well. But honestly, I'm probably not going to be flying a whole lot of ships outside of making content as like my daily drivers once I have my ironclad. Because I'm probably going to have the clad and the like 4 ships in my clad that I want to use in it. And that's probably it. Yeah, a lot of my ships are pretty much acting like placeholders. But yeah, the Ox is going to be incredible. Moth gone, Hermes gone, yep. All I'm running is the Salvation, the Golem, the Ox, and an arrow with my ironclad. That's it, that's my life. Empty out the rest of my hangar. We're done. Don't need anything else. You're not gonna fly a whole lot of ships. I see what you did there. I like that. No, I'll be flying a whole lot of ships for the sake of flying them and you know, streaming all that kind of stuff for sure, for sure. My personal daily drivers though are gonna be very limited. Oh, it's just called Monarchs. That's why. I was like, wait a minute, why can't I find Pyro 2? Because it's called Monarchs, you loser. Okay, is it just me, or is the search turning 90 degrees when he typed in his destination? Wait. Did it? Did I miss that? Wait. It is. What the hell? What is that? What is that shit? Yeah, it's like flipping over. That random ship beeping in the background that you guys keep hearing, you want to know what it is? Guess what? Pop quiz. Tractor beam. Damn it. Just stay off. What's up, Jace? Can't wait for the Ironclad. Yeah, same. We're close, man. We're close. We got one more patch until Invictus comes up, and then Drake Day, likely. Drake Defense Con or whatever it is. That is when we should be getting our clads. I don't know if we're going to be getting the Assault and the Standard together. I would guess we would, but I'm waiting for the regular, the 2204 SU, so I'm ready. ILW starts 14th. Let's go. Got Idris to use until the Ironclad came out with the plan to melt it. Now with the new battle group missions and rearm, repair, refuel 48, I see myself holding on to it. Yeah, I could too, especially being able to utilize perhaps the folks in the OLISAR group to crew it properly to do those big raid missions that are coming up. Those are going to be some fun battle group missions. All right. Why? Oh, it's the other mission. That's why. Let's see where we heading. Sunset Mesa. Oh, that's a popular spot. Don't want to be going there too much. So mad I didn't buy it before the price is gonna jump. Yeah, I locked it in at the $450 price, I want to say. That's about what my pledge is for the Ironclad freight. When does the Idris go up for sale? Probably will during Invictus, I'd imagine. It likely only goes up for sale during the boat shows, like Invictus and IEE. That's where I would look. So as we get close to Invictus, that's what I would keep my eyes open for. That's also like when the whole B dropped, I think we had the whole E become available for purchase again as well, some other stuff. Yo, Red Viper, thank you so much for the sub over on YouTube. I hope you're having a good time. Love all the support, man. It's massive help. Do you have an Urkel build for a C1 Spirit? Just watched your guide on Urkel and want some inspiration for my daily driver. I don't specifically, but when we're in Quantum to Pyro 4, we can pull it up together. We can see what we would build on there. I'd be happy to do that. Thanks for the comment, Vivi. We'll get this dropped off. We'll set course for Pyro 4, and we'll whip out Urkel, and it's a C1, right? The Spirit? That's a good little ship that a lot of people love. I'm happy you've been enjoying it. I like being helpful. It's a good time. I thought so. Alright, let's see. Let's scan. I can't really tell if that's an NPC. I think it is. So we should be okay. Well, actually, let's actually go into our stealth mode here. Get the hell out of our nav mode. Alright, looking good. I'm at that part of the stream where my face just itches like crazy. Driving me nuts. Ah, shit. Morty Evans. That is... Damn it, Morty! Ah, we should be alright. Hold on, where the hell's our turn-in? I'm pretty sure this is it. So that's why I turned my engines off. The ship just tried to pop off the ground. You see that? Not today. We're not doing that. Alright, we're dropping off our smuggled humans here. This should be a lot friendlier temperature-wise, too. It's not like Pyro 1 where you're melting when you get off the ship. Okay. It's just the cryopods. I'm gonna move these over this way without sending them careening off into nothingness. Keep them all about 50 meters out, then drop. There we go. And last one. Ah, some frozen humans smuggling with the whole bee. Yes! What's up, Ridge 6? How you doing, dude? Yeah, we're in the human smuggling business apparently now. Hopefully YouTube doesn't get mad at me saying that. It's a video game! These aren't real people! Excuse me, sir. You need to go away. Thank you. Alright. Wow! We can vault over that now? Huh. I've never been able to vault over that. I just like bounce into it and feel stupid. Alright. So, Ridge, you finally got... I saw a video up of you with the whole bee. I'm glad to see you're finally getting a chance to fly it. What are your thoughts now after having some time with it? Exactly, human smuggling in a video game. They're virtual people. They don't have rights yet. Maybe at some point. Here we go. Drop that down. There's one more. There it is. We got this like random floating red artifact in front of us here. Not sure what the hell that's supposed to be. It's an alien. It's a Van Duel probe. Alright. Let's drop it down. Pyro 4, here we come. And we'll do our little mock build of the C1. That sounds like fun. I really like putting together builds for ships, so I am happy to do that. Let's bring this up. We just got to do our last little bit of drug smuggling in a video game. To the last place. Man, I love it. Such a good ship. They nailed it. Was looking forward to it for a long time. Exceeded my expectations. So hell yeah, I'm happy to hear that. I was actually saying earlier that if they give the same level of attention to detail and love to this ship, or that they did for this ship, to the whole D and E, I think we're going to be in for one hell of a treat. I also love going to Pyro 5 because I don't even need to see the map. That's it right there, guys. This beautiful collection of lights. This is the only space game I've ever played where you basically have like a real life sort of constellation effect with the other planets and moons in the same solar system as you. So this is cool. This is Pyro 5 with Fuego, Ver, Vatra, Adir, and Pyro 4 is this one probably way out here. And of course you got some galaxies in the background too, other stars. But it's just so cool. I always love picking out Pyro 5. I'm hoping they take a look at the whole A and C and give it the same facelift. That would be sick, baby. I would love that. I actually really hope we get the damn double door airlock setup we have on the B on the C. Maybe with a little bit more shoulder room, you know? But I really, really, really like that security, that added security. Elite Dangerous has that, and the planets and moons are actually orbit. That's fair. Elite Dangerous... That's the last game I probably played that would be similar in that way. It's been a long time. I haven't touched that game since like 2016. So that's a good point. I'll give credit there. All right, we're just taking the slow path out of the atmosphere. Usually around 8 or 9 kilometers we can jump. Or no, on proper planets it might be closer to like 11 kilometers. Oh, there it is. Not even 8.5. All right, let's go. I got tired of Elite Dangerous, though. This game has more going for it. Yeah, Elite Dangerous is a really cool kind of open project with not as much well, okay, going back to when I was playing it 2016, could be totally different now. I know like deep core mining's incredible and stuff, but my experience when I like trying to go down to like moons or whatever, it was all very empty. Very, I guess the running joke now would be Starfield, right? Where got all this open, empty space. I do think as far as having content in a game of high scale like this is the best one in my opinion. I liked No Man's Sky for a while too, but it got a little bit too repetitive. Basically just the same weird creatures on every planet with a slight change here and there. So eventually over time, you started to recognize the patterns and the gameplay loops just got kind of stale for me. Sort of revitalized here and there with different missions and then bringing crafting in. But I always ended up falling off. You know, I haven't stuck to a space game like I have Star Citizen. Yo, what's up, Alex? How you doing? Fuego is my favorite moon in the game. When you land on the green parts, it makes weird sounds, almost like a freight train going underground. Oh, really? I'll have to check that out. I haven't noticed that. Fuego is cool, though. I like the random patches of green amidst, like, the very classic desert look. I really love Bloom as a planet. Adir looks kind of cool. It's very dark. A little more traditional moon looking. All of the moons around Pyro 5, though, are practically full-size planets with their atmospheres, man. They're nutty. Oh, wait, sorry. Urkel, here. I have too much fun chatting, man. I just totally forget all kinds of stuff. All right, let's bring this up. Let's go. C1 Spirit. So as a general cargo hauler, it's probably how I would end up putting this. There it is. So what are we looking at? Weapons-wise, holy shit. Oh, no, those are size 3s. I saw the M5 and my brain went to a size 5. But no, that's not how that works. So it's got 4 size 3s. That's pretty good. I'd probably put NN cannons on that out of Nyx or something. That's likely what I would end up picking. It's got its tractor beam, some arresters. I would change the arresters to thunderbolts for sure. And on the guns, yeah, I'd be running the NN15s. Let's see. Shield-wise, size 2s. Honestly, the Lorica is going to be the best overall protection and decent low EM if you're not going for a full stealth build. Monarch's just plant life everywhere, wishing for a scan filter, right? Yeah, that'd be awesome. Size 2 power plant. I would probably run the Lotus as well here. This is a non-stealth build. I would go with the Lotus, with the Lorica. Cooler-wise, I'd still be running an ice pack. Or icebox, sorry. I think that's... Where is it? There it is. Yeah, icebox. And then a Chimera Quantum Drive. This would be my kind of like just basic, good, all-around hauling build. I would swap out all the M5s for NN15s. Unless you get some NDB30s and maybe do 2 and 2. That would be a good combo. And then, yeah, radar-wise, I probably would be going for the Civ A, the Agrippa. So hopefully that's helpful. And you should have more than enough power to put wherever you need it. Now, if you were going for a more stealthy build, it would change things up a little bit. I still would probably run the NNs. They're such a good size 3 weapon. You build it so quick. Yeah. I have like my sort of staples that I use across different ships from just different experiences, you know, with weapons and components and such. Like the Thunderbolt EM missiles have been the most reliable for me, especially now. You just can't really go wrong with those. They're going to lock. They're going to 99% of the time for me, you know, track and actually go toward their target. The Lorica shield is really just a fantastic. The civilian A shields are great. They regen faster even, I think, than military. So if you get, we used to do combos. I really don't know. I haven't tested to see how relevant it is now, but if you had like 2 size 2s, like on a Guardian MX, I would probably run a FR76 if you have it with a Lorica as well. And they complement each other. At least they did back in the day. I don't know if Citizen Cal's still in the chat and can pitch in on any of that, or anybody else who's a combat main that knows. But, you know, we used to blend those shields together for that very advantage of having the deeper HP pool, but also having the faster regen delay. And even just for ease of access, you know, getting your hands on the civilian A shields is pretty good because you can pop over to the blue tab too and start building up a shopping cart. Most of this stuff will be at like a place like New Babbage. That's why I call it my Costco. So I'll typically, you can already see I've got other stuff on here that I was building for another ship. Just empty that cart out. But yeah, that's what I'll typically do. I'll start just grabbing like the main spots, or maybe even if they're at like a Lagrange point, because those are easy to get to, but they're also at gateways. Lotus, I think I picked up from Orison, but it might be, yeah, Orison, Hurl 2, Krill 5. Lots of good spots. Ice boxes are, yeah, they're limited. Orison and Baijini Point. And then the Hemera you can get at Krill 1 as well as Orison, Krill 5. So another little tactic is just kind of going through and clicking on all the different spots that you wouldn't mind going to buy these. Yeah, like NNs are only going to be at Levski. That's pretty normal. Thunderbolts, where are these chilling? Did we already get a couple of these? Stanton shops, they are all over the place. Grimhex, you can get them at New Babbage as well. And you can actually go through your cart to kind of like narrow down where you're going to end up going to you know, reduce how much travel time you're going to be spending. That's why I can call New Babbage and Orison or Costco and Sam's Club for me, because they have most stuff. If it's at Orison, it's probably at New Babbage. Some things are not the case, like the Icebox cooler, I think, is only Orison and Baijini. But sitting in Nick's at the moment. Cool, man, I'll get shopping whilst watching your stream. Hell yeah. Yeah, New Babbage is truly the Costco Star Citizen, exactly. Center Mass and Omega Pro, yep. And if it's not there, it's at Sam's Club, a.k.a. Cousin Crows / Crusader Showroom. But yeah, that little C1, I definitely would get that Hemera Quantum Drive as like a top priority thing for sure. Oh, hang on, are we like right next to... Nope, that is... Wait, return to Grimhex icon, what? Why does it want me to return to Grimhex? That sounds like a dumb glitch. Alright, let's use Fuego as our teleport point to finish this up. Is this the whole B? Yeah, Furin, it is. We are in the whole B. That was a really cool image, leaving Pyro 5 like that, heading over toward Fuego. But yeah, we're finishing up Dead Saints contract out here. There we go. There's Pyro 4. We did quite a bit of hauling on this thing. We got a Master Senior Rank contract at the start of the stream, and then grabbed some Dead Saint stuff out of Stanton, running it over here to Pyro, just having a good time. Still in the full stealth built hull B. So super low sig hull B. All stealth components. Dang, got another ace, but no metal. Oh, man. What's up, Kodiak? Just got in. How do you get started with Dead Saint hauling? I think you got to do it in Pyro. So I think you got to go to Pyro side, go to your missions. On your contracts, go to the Unverified tab. And then you should have Dead Saints here. For your starter mission, unlock it. And then Dead Saints does a lot of travel between Pyro and Stanton. Really good money, even at the rookie levels. You're obviously transporting some dirty goods, whether it's human cryopods, drugs, all kinds of stuff. And it's currently still rep locked. So Dead Saints, Ling family, and the Interstellar side of Redwind are still only giving you rookie level missions. So once you get the junior, you're going to level up a lot slower because we don't have the junior missions yet. Still waiting for those to come through. Same for the Ling family. I pretty much have all these to the junior level now. So we're just waiting for those missions to update. Okay, that Moby Glass is acting stupid. It's crazy because the rookie level Dead Saints and the rookie level Ling family pay better than the master rank Interstellar for Kovalex. Why? It's crazy. And I love some of the missed callers. I hope the Raylan is better. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing the Raylan. I do have that one as well, so I have been so tempted to melt that pledge so many times because of just kind of like losing interest, but just knowing what they do with alien tax and also now being a content creator, I feel like it'd be really stupid to melt that because that's just going to be a good ship to cover because, you know, that's just how the content world kind of is. New ship comes out, cover ship, get lots of views. Love that. That helps the channel grow. But it's also a cargo ship, so I am excited about that. I personally, the Ironclad has ruined me, guys. I honestly, myself, just being honest, I don't give two shits about the Ryland because I'm getting my Ironclad. But I'm still gonna run it, make content on it, give my thoughts on it as an actual useful ship. Same old when I melt it, but I know the whole B is good. Yeah, the whole B is great. Stealth sig whole B, what's your sig? So in nav mode, it usually sits in the 14s on EM, which is pretty good for nav speeds. My stupid tractor beams keep turning back on. But cruising around in SCM, I'm usually around 1.6K. So quite sneaky. In fact, we'll drop down here. Go in SCM. Get my VTOL active. Make sure my tractor beam didn't turn back on again. It didn't. Cool. We're running basically silent running, so my EM is falling off like a cliff. Love it. I might take off work when the clad drops. Yeah, right? Oh, man, I can't wait. I'm very hyped for the Raylan, especially since I really like the seal. And see, there you go. That's what I love to see. And it's people like you are why I'm going to love diving into showing the ship from a content side to give my thoughts on how it compares to the other haulers and all. It's going to be cool as hell. I'm sure I'm going to like the ship. I would just be very surprised if it pulled me away from flying around the clad. Because I think that the Rylan is likely going to end up coming out. Man, what, we got a storm happening here? Oh, jeez. Wow, this is great. Okay, there's the ground. Man, we really need lamp. But I think the Rylan's probably going to be coming out during IAE, if I had to guess. Oh, boy. Oh, yeah, Fallow Fields. I was just watching SC Hauler's video where he was going to Fallow Fields with the whole B. Well, I didn't just watch. This was a little while ago. But, yeah, this area sucks, man. It's a jungle of, like, poop rocks that are rolled all over the place. And also losing the icon for where you're going to drop off stuff when you get here is frustrating. We should fit well enough. We just got to find our drop zone and also not destroy our ship because it does not like to bump into anything at all. We'll probably instantly die if we even look at something. Man, there are a mess of things down here right now. Holy cow. I think I have to go this way. There's little lava snakes. There you go. Yo, what's up, Frog? How you doing, man? Okay, let's see. Very gently. Very, very gently. This is such an awkward... Just like that. Yep. There it goes. Well. Remember when I said she's fragile? Motherfucker. Alright. I couldn't have left my cargo, Chris? Damn you, Chris! Well, I don't think there's anything in here that's flyable. Death by antenna, right? Damn, you're not drunk. No. Nah, I was, I hadn't gotten enough sleep to feel up to drink in the day. Maybe we'll have some drinks when we get into Windrose. What a frickin' finisher, man. I'm just kind of looking around to see if there's any player ships that survived. I didn't land on anything. I think the ship touched the rock. And the whole B, the biggest problem with the whole B right now is it is a, it does not like to be touched. We'll put it that way. It just crumples. It's not great. We were barely moving and it just, boom, just gives up. Yeah, Windrose is a blast. If you're curious what it's like, I'm going to be switching over to that. I think this is actually a pretty good point since it just ate our ship. So, I'm not going to raid out just because I'm going to end up firing up the stream again. If you guys want to see some Windrose content, just keep your eyes open on the notifications. I'm probably going to fire that up here in about 10 minutes or less. I'm just going to grab a quick snack, make sure the dogs are good, don't need to go outside. And then we will be back for some pirate having fun. So if anybody's been curious about the game, you can ask all the questions, see what the game plays like. I personally love it, but I think a little anticlimactic there for Any landing you can walk away from. I just saw that, and yes. We survived, so there's that. I'll make sure I accept that friend request. Make sure to get some rum. Yeah, I don't have any rum, but I do have the tequila. You know, that's about all I got. Let me go ahead and accept that. All right, sweet. I'll tease everybody by clicking on the game. But yeah, guys, I'm going to kill the stream so I can restart it and not have like a misleading stream title. So I will be back, my friends, in like 5-10 minutes. I'll see you there.